And we should be live. Probably. Maybe. Hey, Hypnotic. How goes it? Hopefully the mic isn't doing the thing that I like to do. I'm so tired right now. I've had extra vitamins. I haven't eaten like a lot today at all because I'm an idiot, but I couldn't sit down and eat. I would either fall asleep or puke because of my sensitive stomach. I have food now. I have mostly rice with a little bit of chili, and I reheated it up, and it actually is pretty bussin'. Rice is like one of my happy foods, I've come to find out. It's chill. You can have a bunch of stuff in it, or it can be plain, and it's delicious. Which Fallout? Which Fallout are you fallouting? I love this. I love the Home Depot theme. 76. Oh, Jesus. I was tempted to hop back into 76 sometime today. I ended up using PPTO because I had 3 hours to save it up. I used almost 2 hours to duck out of work early because I couldn't. I was scared I was going to pass out. If I pass out, then that means they're going to call an ambulance. And that means that I have to deny an ambulance and also probably sign medical papers and stuff. And I'd rather just not do that. I'm pretty sure I pissed off my manager, but I wasn't trying to. I literally came up to him and I'm like, I'm having mild medical issues and I just want to use PPTO to duck out. Like, originally I wanted to duck out 2 hours early, but I wasn't able to close down the area in time. So, and he was just like, I don't have anyone to cover. I felt bad because I was putting him in a shitty position because he's just like, I don't have anyone to cover you. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. And then I just ducked out of the room. I'm just like, I don't know what else to say. I don't think I can finish my shift. I'm trying to be nice about it. I've had coworkers that literally just come in and they don't even warn, because technically you can get away with not warning your manager because PPTO automatically protects you from getting fired for the most part. Now, if you exchange words with your manager or if you have a history with your manager and you don't warn them ahead of time, then you could get pulled into an office, but it's not really a thing that I have to deal with because I'm very transparent with my managers because I would rather them know what I'm doing. Oh, y'all can't throw stuff at me. The program's having issues. I have to re-download it on my PC, and I was already going to tweak some of the settings. I'm gonna do it up between now and probably midday tomorrow. So that's not up or functioning right now. But I'm on the screen, and Skeleton is working, so this is epic. Fair warning, you might hear puking. Huh? Fair warning, you might hear puking noises. Oh god. You puking? My Moon doesn't feel good in the background, so if there's pukey noises, that is Moon. No fire, you're sick. Well, Moon is sick. Yeah, she's not feeling good, she's sick. That's what I just said. I ate breakfast at least. I'm not sick. My health stuff is straight up health stuff. Like, I know why and when and all that. Anemia is a big chunk of it, but I know what's wrong with my current meat suit. And unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do about it. Except make sure I eat food and I stay hydrated and I take extra vitamins. Like a good Skelly. Yeah. I don't have the attention span to like sit down and actually play a game for real on God. So I figured I'd go ahead and I'd stream a little bit of true crime. I'm probably going to game tomorrow because I'm probably just going to become a fucking gremlin and just get in comfy clothes. I don't have to make food tomorrow for people for dinner, so I might go ahead and just do that. I haven't fully decided. I have so many games to play. True crime is like a good chill space for me because not only am I getting like the curiosity in my brain satiated, I'm able to react to something that's somewhat raw because it's true crime. That shit is wild. And it opens up a dialogue and a point of conversation for chat, which I really kind of like. It's nice. And I don't have to be like 110% focused on it. Like, there are bits of true crime where I'm not paying full attention to the true crime because I'm actively like conversing with chat and stuff, which I kind of like. You can kind of bounce back and forth a little bit, which is nice. Whereas with a game, I tend to try to be more focused with the actual game because I'm trying to usually do something. Yo, zombie with that nut sub icon. How are you doing, dude? How was your birthday? Oh, I'm drinking an energy drink. I'm drinking Ghost because I got energy drink earlier in the week with the idea that I might want a little burst of caffeine here and there. I'm a broke boy now, so I can't afford an energy drink. Oh. You didn't have the day. You didn't have your birthday off. This is bullshit. I Hypnotic gifted me Subnautica. I have Subnautica to play. God, I have a bunch of games to play now, actually. I have the Tomb Raider games I want to play. I have Subnautica. There's too many. It's too many for my brain. Gotta go home at 2:30 a.m. on Friday and yesterday. Oh, nice. Epic. Epic, bro. And I'm still wanting to play Fortnite as well, which I might play Fortnite after this stream is over, honestly. Just because I want to grind some more. I need to get more experience. I need to get more of that battle pass that I paid for. Need to get my money's worth. I know. I hate that. I wish I had the weekends off, but it's just not possible. Like, I've had actual convos with my manager and with HR, because the one person in HR also helps doing the scheduling and stuff. Oh, nice. And it's just not possible. Basically, I have too many coworkers that either already have the weekends off for, like, important reasons, like they have children and shit, and I feel bad because I'm not going to be like, well, why do they always get the weekends? Well, because they have small children, and honestly, I'd rather they have time with their children. But it sucks for me because that means I don't get weekends off. I like having Friday off, though. It's kind of bussin'. It makes me feel like I'm kind of included in the weekend, you know? It's better than having, what was it, Tuesday and Wednesday for the longest I had off. It was kind of cool having back-to-back days off, but I don't know. I kind of prefer Monday and Friday because it gives me, like, breaks in between the work. Oh, my God. It's fucked up. For a lot of my coworkers, that shit was planned. That's fucked up. Well, it's either that or it's they have multiple jobs or school or other things, and it's like, yeah, that takes precedence than me just wanting to have the weekend off. I understand that. I'm an adult, technically. Am in misery. Does this one come up or is it a podcast? It doesn't! This is bullshit! I love this song. Reese's Puffs X CPR X Misery. Well, I don't think they really have a choice. They on that grind. They need money. A few of my coworkers that have, like, young kids are working not only at the retail establishment that I work at, but also, like, one or two other jobs just to support themselves and their spouse and the kiddos. I don't know how they manage to do it, because just working 40 hours or 40 plus hours at my current job fucking kills me. I couldn't imagine picking up even more work. Although I've kind of, I don't know. I've been looking at a couple options to pick up possibly, like, another part-time job. I will be dead to the world, but I'll have money at least. I can start using it to maybe fix the house up or something good. Maybe I won't have another situation where I'm as broke as I am right now. I was actually looking at Taco Bell, funnily enough. I don't really want to work at a fucking place that does food, especially meat, because I hate the smell of, like, meat that's been cooking, but well, the schooling isn't just the people who have had kids. We also hire minors, and they have a bunch of limitations, and they're doing school. And then people just out of being a minor, going to, like, college and taking college classes and stuff, that also takes precedence, because it's like, well, yeah, that's education. They should get priority. I agree with that. If I was in college, I would also get upset if I couldn't get, like, specific shifts. I would understand that, you know? Yeah. Why won't you answer me, yeah? This is my brain constantly, and that's why I like this song. Except this variation doesn't have enough CPR. You need a little more CPR. Reese's Puffs pretty much takes over this fucking mix-up. There's one that I listened to on YouTube, and I feel like the sound mixing is a lot better, because you get more of each of the songs, which I fucking love that. That's peak. That's fucking peak, dog. Got you back. So originally I went into this thinking, okay, because I looked up a few videos for true crime, because I'm always watching true crime, and I was like, oh, I'll make it like a body cam stream, but I did find an actual, like, case that looked kind of interesting, and it's a longer form video. We love longer form video. I also do have, on the back burner, I have some body cam stuff also downloaded, and yes, everything is downloaded, again, just like the last few times, because I'm trying to stay on top of that, because I recognize that ads are annoying for everyone. I also have cookies! I forgot I had cookies. Vegan cookies. I have chocolate chip cookie and frosted cutout cookie, which I'm assuming is just frosted sugar cookie. They look like the ones you get at, like, Walmart. They just have, like, a right on top. I like chocolate chip. It's, like, very simple, but it's so good. Dude, fresh chocolate chip cookies hit so hard. Bro, in this economy, I don't think you should be having kids. I'm sorry. Just to exist in itself is a ton. Yeah. I am a high-maintenance bitch who currently does not put any energy towards themselves because that's expensive. If I was living my ideal life, which wouldn't even be, like, a ton of money, it would still be more than I really should be spending on myself. Between, like, vitamins and healthcare products and new clothes and all that kind of stuff. It's easy for me to put stuff on back burner because it's like, it's fine. I'll eventually get it for myself. It's fine. This is also a very good song. Wrong, the government needs a consistent supply. What the hell? What the hell? What the fuck? I don't like our government. Government can suck my pee-pee. They take money out of my check. I actually have been listening to the music you've been sharing in the Discord. And I'm okay with a few of them. It's just I don't think they would fit in this context, you know? My streams are very scuffed. I very, very specifically and purposefully went for shitpost type music because I just feel like it fits the vibe and the theme. The overall energy of the stream between what you're listening to, the actual content, and what you're looking at right now. I feel like it fits the best. Oh, I will be tweaking. Tonight I'm either going to play Fortnite and then do stuff or just do stuff. I don't know, but I already mentioned I'm going to be fixing up. We were having issues with you guys throwing stuff at me, so I'm going to fix up what was going on with that program / re-download / whatever I got to do. I'm also going to be tweaking my current form that you're seeing on screen. It shouldn't be a ton of actual like visual changes design-wise. It's literally just more of a quality situation. I'm going to try a couple things with the program and see what works. But, yeah. Basically, I think I drew my current form way too big for what the actual program requires, and part of the problem is the program is for a mix of still images and actual, like, VTuber-type models, so... Yeah, hey, we live and we learn. We live and we learn. I didn't also anticipate people actually responding with the thing that I posted in the venting and advice section, which honestly, looking at it, it's not, I mean, it's kind of a vent, and that's why I put it there, it's just because it's kind of negative, but, like, I didn't anticipate anyone to really come back to that particular, like, vent, but it was kind of cool to see people, like, immediately coming back, and I was like, what the fuck? I said things that make sense sometimes, the fuck? Although I'm still confused on the, oh my fucking god, someone finally put it into words. The words that I threw together were very basic words. But, eh. Me who didn't see it because I muted the channel. Valid. I'm not really good at the whole Discord thing. I'm the most active on my own Discord because here's the thing. I'm not good at social situations where I have to initiate stuff. And this includes online contact. So I like my Discord because I'm the server owner, so I feel more comfortable just like posting stuff straight up. But also, y'all will have conversation. I'll just kind of wander in and be like, yo, what the fuck? And then stuff happens, you know? I like that. I'm not good in other people's Discords because I feel like I'm kind of like awkward and unwanted. It's like, yeah, I don't really have anything to really throw out there that's unique. That's why I'll follow people's Discord servers or join people's Discord servers for content creators that I like. But like, I don't normally voice anything in there. It's more of a show of support than anything else. It's like, I like your content. You're epic. I'm only active in your server. What about the server you were I forget the name of it, but whatever server you were in that you were posting just actual shit posts? I'm trying to remember. It's like porn shit you were posting in there. You still active on that one? Or did you make everyone leave? Actual menace behavior, just actual deviant behavior right there. This is something that made sense to people. Put a very basic area. Well, that's what I mean. I have a friend in waiting for me to be. What? Huh? 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 Well, yeah, it's like 5 words strung together. I just didn't think. There's a lot of things that I post in the online, especially in the Discord server, where I don't anticipate people be like, oh, yo, I actually feel that. I don't anticipate that. Which I kind of put in the post itself, the whole, like, you spend so long as stuff being your normal that you don't question it, and when you start to get older, you naturally, like, suppress and hide those things best as you can, because you're judged by your peers for it. It's just, I don't know. I made about 13 or 14 people leave. Oh my fucking god. Menace. You are a menace. Public menace. Menace? Stop. Stop. No more skeleton talk. The fuck? Stop it. What the hell? Oppa Gangnam Style. I'm gonna try full screen. No, let me see. Yeah, I had to tweak something in full screen. Let me mute this because this is. You guys can't hear, but I can, and it's annoying. There you go. You're good, Jessica. But if I sound like I'm getting sick, I don't think I'm getting sick. Like I said, right now, all of my like physical ailments, I know why. No discussion. My allergies are still kicking my ass. God, I love this time of year. It's beautiful. What do I want to do? I have to do display capture. I hate using display capture. It's ass. It's actual ass. Like that woman on Dr. Fu hated other African Americans despite being African. What the hell? No. I love skeletons. I just like you guys talking about me. Talking about my fucking hygiene and shit. That's weird. That's fucking weird, dog. That's weird. Yeah, let me turn that down just a little bit. You guys have to tell me if it's too right. So, mom realizes police discovered her horrifying secret. This is the case of Brianna Williams. I think that's how you pronounce her name. This is true crime. By Explore With Us. We've watched a lot of their stuff because I like how they throw their stuff together. Oh my god. No, you were talking about me, fool. Stop. This is just how this opens, because they always do that clip.
You need to go to medical.
You got, ooh, she died. Oh, she passed the fuck out?
No.
The footage you just saw was taken at the exact moment this woman realized that the police
That's how
finally
crusty
knew
the
what
fucking
happened to
the
her
video
missing
footage is.
5-year-old daughter.
It's so
Her
fucking
life is about
crusty.
to change forever. The
Y'all
coworker
gotta tell
riding
me
in
if
the
it's
car
too
with
loud
her
or
had
too
no way
quiet.
of knowing just how desperate Brianna had become, and what she did next would likely change his life
I'm going
as
to
well.
eat rice with chili.
The majority of the following footage has never been seen before. Police became involved in the situation after 27-year-old Brianna Williams made this 911 call around 7 a.m. on November 6, 2019.
They opened the Fritos wrong. No, you can't do that. That's upside down. That's illegal. Throw them in jail. 5 years dungeon. Seriously though, that is some shit. That's the first thing my brain latched onto is, wait, that is not okay. That is not okay.
I do not know where my daughter is.
Oh, shit.
Did she run away?
No,
Where was she last seen?
here with me.
What was she wearing?
A purple shirt and like pink pajamas.
Oh,
like
how
a t-shirt. She was
The pants were pink?
Say again?
Is this gonna piss me off?
Do you know where
Shitty
she could
chair.
have gone?
No.
That is the most boring bedroom, dog. You have your bed, your themed and ripped chair, your little box of toys, and that's it. That's a depressing fucking room.
You checked.
Like she just came home. I just picked her up on Halloween night. She was with my mom in Alabama.
Okay, have you checked the house?
Alabama.
Yes.
Did she have a favorite hiding spot in the house? Like under
No.
the bed?
I checked on her there.
Okay, let's check again. Go to her bedroom. And let's check her closet. Nobody else in the house has seen her?
No, it's just me and her.
All right, are you in her
Bold
room?
of you to assume she has a closet.
Check under her bed again.
This
Okay.
entire
There's no way her bed is that big. Stop asking her to check under the bed multiple times. It's weird.
interaction was odd, but thankfully, officers soon arrived on scene and were able to begin trying to piece together what exactly was going on.
I'm using chopsticks, the ideal fucking utensil.
You call, ma'am? Okay. Okay, is this your address here? Okay, hey, tell what's happened.
I woke up this morning and started getting
Try
ready for
the
work.
27. You can cancel that.
She wasn't in the room.
Okay. Have you had any problems with anybody? Okay. Anything unusual? Okay. Do you live by yourself? Okay.
Yeah, so she killed her fucking daughter, I'm guessing.
Okay. The father of the child. He's not in her life.
That's fucked up.
Okay. I'm sorry. Father of the child. He's not.
No,
here?
you are wrong,
He's
zombie.
in Alabama. Okay. So.
You are so wrong. Chopsticks are not dumb. I'll fucking stab you with some
Any
chopsticks,
problems
brother,
with
man.
Anyone else as far as any custody dispute between you and him? No. Okay. All right. Has she done this before as far as anything like try to leave or get out or mess with locks or anything like that? Okay.
Did she stage the scene at all to make it look like a break-in? Because if she didn't do anything,
Show me what
then
door
she's
was
dumb
locked
as fuck.
or
Because then
unlocked.
the only fucking
Was it
option.
back door? Okay.
Oh, the door was unlocked. You're stupid as fuck. You stupid as fuck.
When'd you move in?
I started moving stuff. Well, I signed a lease back in June, but the place kept getting
Ugh.
broken.
693. Probably
So I
35
didn't
on
want
that
to move
same
there,
lane.
but the guy was like, leaving it vacant. He was putting it at risk.
Okay. When did you actually move in? In June or?
No, like,
Did it state the child's age?
a few days
I'm
ago.
sure they're going to, but I'm just gonna get pissed because that looked like little
Today's,
kid.
Today's Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is gonna be
should you
one of
move
those
in, let's
cases
say,
where I'm
over
gonna
the
be like,
weekend?
people shouldn't, certain people, a lot of
Alright.
people should not have kids when because they're not ready.
All right.
And some people will never be ready, and that's
Actually,
fine.
Brianna
But
and
like,
Taylor
what the
had only
fuck?
moved in 3 days ago on November 3rd. Apparently,
What the
since June,
fuck?
Brianna had been
2019.
paying
This
rent
is
on
more
2
recent than I
properties,
thought it
this
originally
house,
was.
and an apartment across
Yo!
town. Police would get into the details of why she would want to do
That's
this
a
later,
really
because
weird
as you can see, she seemed more interested in her
photo.
phone.
So you said she does not go to school?
She does not go to school.
And we last saw her at midnight.
When she put her to bed. Who normally takes care of her when you're not available?
I kind of want to pull BS. I kind of want to call BS on them immediately, saying well, she cared more about her phone. If in a hypothetical universe where I have kids, where I'm financially stable enough and mentally stable enough and want kids and have kids, in that universe, right? If one of my fucking children go missing, yes, I'm going to fucking tear shit apart. Yes, I'm going to be crying. Yes, I'm going to be messed. And I probably will have my phone whipped out because I will be waiting on calls from people because I'm immediately trying to find anyone who can, like, if we're going to search party this motherfucker. Because here's the thing. Cops can do one thing. I'm going to be doing another thing because I'm going to want to find my child. Like, so I think it's kind of annoying to immediately pull out the whole, like, well, she was more attentive to her. You don't know who she called or what conversation she's having, you know?
Your mom at?
Ew!
She's not in school.
Hell yeah,
Like,
zombie.
daycare-wise.
Hell yeah,
Where did
brother.
she go, or-
Oh, she was with my mom. I just picked up on Halloween.
Okay.
Halloween was
You know what I
actually a
mean?
week
It just
ago,
kind of
so
annoys
she
me. It's
didn't
like the when in true crime documentaries where they immediately point out well, they didn't act like they were really, really fucking sad, or they didn't act in this way immediately after someone died. And I'm like, everyone grieves differently. There are some people who, for some reason, not for some reason, there's a huge chunk of people who like mask being sad with doing reckless bullshit. Like, that's not like a new thing. It is something that happens. So it kind of pisses me off when true crime documentaries play. Well, we knew something. She was acting weird from the get-go because she wasn't falling onto the floor sobbing hysterically. And it's like, well, okay, it's almost like people are different and respond to different traumas differently. It's really weird how that works out. It would be funny if mentally unwell people were forbidden from having kids. Oh, what the hell? That's fucked up. No. Here's the thing. As someone in one of those camps, I don't think it's cool. The idea of being policed, the fact that like you couldn't have kids, I don't like that. I don't think that's cool, and the government should not have that power. But man, I watch some of these true crime documentaries, and I'm just like, for me, that's why I always phrase it the way I phrase it. Some people just shouldn't have kids. And there's plenty of people who don't have severe mental illness or mental illness in general, that just should not have had kids. Like, just, it should not have been a thing. You should not have procreated, dog. Like,
exactly just pick her up.
Grandma.
yeah, zombie's a good fucking example of that.
What's that?
Actually, a chunk of the people that I was friends
Officers
with.
managed to get Brianna off her phone
when I was
long
young.
enough for
Actually,
her to
no, that's
share
a lie.
contact details for Taylor's grandmother and biological
There's a few people I know
father.
IRL
Both
that are around my
Taylor's
age that should
grandmother
never
and
have
biological
kids,
father
and it's
would
for a
need to
bunch
be
of
followed
reasons.
up with. But right now, the
For a
focus
few of them,
was
it
kept
isn't
local.
mental
Law enforcement
illness.
from all over the city started to arrive on Ivy Street as several of the first responders searched the house. While they didn't find any
Here's my
obvious
biggest thing.
evidence, they definitely noticed
dog,
a few
bro.
things out of place.
Dogs are fucking epic.
Kind of odd.
Get a dog, get a turtle, get a ferret, get something.
There's more than one gun out. But the guns were
Oh
out.
shit.
Well, you see them right now. There's guns that are out. Okay.
Wait, hold up.
It's a pistol out, and then there's an empty holster on the kitchen area.
Taylor's bed, a pair of slippers,
She is a military woman, though. Or some type of government. Yo, this is annoying me. Let me fix this. You guys didn't say anything. What was the button? I think it was that. Oh god, no, it was not. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I fucked it up. There you go. That's better. You guys gotta call me out when it looks poo-poo doo-doo so I can fix it. Yeah, that's better.
and an open box of crackers were found in one of the bedrooms. Her
Minis.
jacket
Yo,
and
mini
backpack were in the
crackers are
kitchen,
delicious.
Next to a pack of unopened air fresheners. Besides this,
What
though,
the
there
fuck?
was nothing. No toys, no drawings, no family photos.
Well, okay.
The police liked
She just said that they just moved, though. Yeah. So she probably just likes guns. Like, that isn't even something that I would really like necessarily. Someone put the fucking... Throw away the Frito bag, you disrespected it. You open it wrong.
We had to wonder if this was just a reflection of the recent move, or possibly something more sinister. When looking closely at Taylor's bed, police noticed a reddish-brown substance on the side of the plastic headboard. A similar stain was found on the bedroom door. Fearing it could be blood, they did a quick field test called hemodent, which tests for the presence of mammal blood. The result was negative, but the officers would...
What the fuck? Yo, Avatar! Let's fucking...
keep the stain in mind as the investigation
Okay, on the bed,
continued.
maybe. On the wall?
Investigators
What kind of
looked through
childhood
every
did you
inch
have,
of the
zombie?
house, but didn't find the little
What
girl.
the fuck?
Besides being unlocked, the back door showed no signs of forced entry or other damage. Back outside with Brianna, the officers thought of another place to search.
Is this your vehicle? Okay. Can you open it up for me? Does she have a favorite toy or anything like that she normally takes with her? Mr. Bear?
There were more signs of the little girl in the car than inside the house, including a pink unicorn in the back seat. Something about the car, though, made the officer pause.
But again, if they just moved, it would make sense that the car would have more traces of the child. Also, I would also like to ask if she had like a ton of photos on her phone that had a bunch of pictures of like the child and family photos. There's a lot of, especially like somewhat low income individuals that don't do the photography thing anymore. They just take photos on their phone. My house has a ton of photos that my mom used to like go out and have done of me and Ewok when we were really tiny, really little. But it just kind of stops after we reached a certain age because she started to use her phone camera because she had a cell phone, and that was much cheaper than booking a place at a photography studio. And she would just take pictures. And so we don't have a lot of pictures in the house of Moon or of Endo. But if we go on my mom's like iCloud account, and on her some of her social medias are really locked off so the public can't get to them for security reasons. There's like whole albums of both of my siblings there. Huh? Huh. Mr. Bear sounds amazing. It just sounds like a certified child moment right there. What you named that? Mr. Bear. He's a bear.
For some reason, the officer felt the need to give the car a sniff test. When looking inside, police also found some cleaning products and a pair of women's sneakers covered in plant matter. They also might have noticed that while the body of the car was cluttered, the trunk was almost perfectly tidy.
That's eerie. I don't like it.
Unfortunately, the police wouldn't know the significance of this until a more in-depth search of the car was conducted. For now, it was as if Taylor
that
had
I
simply
think
vanished.
also comes back down to like what the actual... No, it's the fact that, like, I would want to know what the terrain is, like, in the neighborhood. Are there, like, just random bramble bushes everywhere, or is that something that isn't a thing until you go to, like, parks and stuff? That would be somewhat suspicious to me, just because it's like, okay, why, though? Yeah, but if we're going benefit of the doubt in a situation with the car, like, the inside having a ton of kids stuff, I feel like the trunk should also at least have something back there. Just because, again, if they were doing more of their actual, like, living in the car for a little bit because of travel, because of moving house, it would make sense to me that there would be more shit in the car. Well, not like that, Hypnotic. God damn it. In these circumstances, that is kind of questionable. That's all I'm saying, bruh.
All units, be on the lookout for Taylor Rose
Ice.
Williams. Bravo Foxtrot.
I have ice.
Height, 50 pounds. She was wearing a pink and purple t-shirt.
I fucking love the sound of ice.
Determined to find Taylor, the police launched a neighborhood-wide search effort.
It's like chewing
Ivy
ice.
Street, as well as multiple
That is
adjacent
an
roads were taped
anemia
off.
thing.
K9
That's an
units
iron
were
deficiency
deployed
moment
to
right
track
there.
Taylor's scent, but were
Now,
unsuccessful.
Mr. Bear!
A helicopter was
I
used
trusted
to
him.
canvass the area, with an equally frustrating lack of results. An Amber Alert was sent out, asking people to be on the lookout for Taylor. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
the
she
first
looks young
attempt
as
used
fuck.
the
I
wrong
hate that.
name, claiming that the missing child was named Brianna. This was corrected in a subsequent alert.
Oh,
This
Jesus.
is a picture of the young lady.
You remember seeing a little girl here? Never seen her.
I saw him the other day, but I never seen a kid. I've
Never saw a
seen
kid.
a little girl like that.
Huh.
All trash
Oh,
pickup was
shit.
halted for the neighborhood. Any refuse that had already been removed was recovered from the trucks and spread out for police to comb through. This would
Ew.
eventually provide the most promising
I understand,
lead,
but
it was
ew,
just
that's
going to
fucking
take
disgusting.
time and a strong stomach to find it. It would take quite a while for officers to find anything of
Yeah.
substance as they canvassed the neighborhood, though. So for the time being, the investigation proceeded in other directions, too. Brianna was brought in for an interview, and police hoped she could give them a better idea of how her 5-year-old daughter managed to apparently drop off the face of the earth. The following footage has been analyzed by a qualified team, including a licensed...
Whenever I watch something that involves a small child, it kills me. Because I mentioned before, I did a lot of babysitting when I was younger, and especially for, like, my younger siblings as well. But, like, I feel like there are certain ages... That's so sad, but thank you. Epic. What's he gonna
I'm
say?
too lazy to type anything funny.
I don't know. Shit's disappeared. And I hate that as a response because it always boils down to that. The cops going, the woman, mother, father, parent, whatever, because we've seen both sides in these documentaries. You have a parent call the cops crying because child is missing, and you're like, okay, well, that fucking sucks. You have the cops going, okay, where'd it go? And then you have the parent going, I don't know. And I'm just like, for any child, especially like 5 and younger, I feel like you barely should. You should have your eye on them. I'm sorry. You should have your eye on them. Or at least have, like, you don't leave them alone for long periods of time. You know what I mean? Like, you don't leave them unsupervised. And that's what kills me. Like, even when I was babysitting my siblings when they were younger, when we went to, like, parks and stuff, I would always be on the lookout for, like, there would be one eye just permanently glued to siblings. Because you don't watch a child that you are taking care of. Like, it don't make sense, dog. The math does not math. That's why I kind of get annoyed at the very beginning of a lot of these types of cases, because that's literally what it always boils down to.
Commander and instructor, and a certified crime scene investigator, certified instructor for the State of Florida Commission on Criminal Justice Standards, and a graduate in crime scene investigations for violent crimes. Almost immediately, it looks like she gets comfortable, as if she's ready for a nap. Her daughter has been missing for hours, yet she doesn't appear panicked. Frequently, when...
Again, I hate this. Everyone reacts and responds to different traumas differently. Missing your child just being missing. Yes, everyone would think they would, like, tear everything apart, and that would last until you find that child. That's not always how it works. It's not always how it works.
A child is missing. A lot of officers' efforts have to go towards calming a parent down. But clearly that wasn't the case here. This was just the beginning of Brianna's strange behavior. After almost 45 minutes, detectives arrived to speak with Brianna, disrupting her apparently peaceful slumber.
Oh my God, brain freeze. Oh!
You all right? You need anything?
Because I could also see someone being severely overwhelmed. Freaking out initially for the first little bit, because you got to remember that first they come to the crime scene, they talk to the mom, they establish whatever they're establishing, they start all that, then they take her to the actual police department. So some time has passed. I would be more, you can only be panicked for so long for your body is just exhausted. That's what I'm saying. That's literally what I'm saying. I feel like your body would immediately go into some type of shock. At least for me, I feel like if I went through something even close to this, I would be absolutely livid and freaking out for probably a good couple hours, and then I would crash hard because I am dealing with adrenaline, and I'm dealing with all the sounds and all of the thoughts, and it's not good, and I'm freaking out. Like, that's just, it is what it is, bro. So I hate it when that's immediately brought up in any type of, like, any type of true crime bullshit where it's like, well, they didn't seem concerned in the interrogation. It's like, motherfucker, it's hours into it, and it's kind of a big thing, you know?
You okay? You need to go to the restroom or anything? You good? You sure? All right.
Like, I'm sure there was obviously, there had to have been some type of evidence or something found.
Stressful circumstances. I'm gonna, also
and she was caught up on something, but, like, just this initial behavior to me doesn't scream guilty, you know?
Your child and everything going on, they call. I'm also a detective, but I'm assigned to our
also
cold case
woman,
unit, which also has
woman detectives.
which is the child abduction response team. So, and I don't want to stress you out on that. Listen to me. Look, I just want to explain what I do, all right, and what resources, okay? I mean, Missing Persons is doing an outstanding job. We can extend a little bit more than that, okay? And we have a little bit more specialty on that.
Also, I understand that's part of their job to kind of be a little touchy-feely, like, we'll reach over. I'm going to touch you on the arm. I'm going to touch you on the shoulder. If I was in any of those kind of circumstances and any unknown motherfucker touches me when I am not emotionally all there, I'm going to have a negative response. You don't fucking touch me without consent, dog. I have a security bubble. You don't get into the bubble unless I say so.
So that's how
It's not comforting. It's just fucking, that's an asshole move for me.
Okay. We don't know what's going on. We don't know after she left out of the house what happened to her. So, this could be a criminal investigation. You understand what I'm saying, huh? Look at me. Listen to me. Okay, we're doing everything we can. We got everybody out there looking for her. Okay, we've got everything going, but I want to make sure we cover.
There is also that double standard of like, you know that those motherfuckers in there are trying to get people to confess, and then they're touching up on you to be like, no, I totally understand. You had to stab him 80 times. I get it, bro. We've all been there. And I'm just like, no. No. That is not normal.
Everything.
As detectives continue
I'm a
to
little
speak with
extra
Brianna,
quirky, and that is
officers
not a
worked
thought that I normally have.
relentlessly
I've
and
had
spoke with the
violent thoughts,
residents in
not
the
that
vicinity.
violent.
Something going wrong.
She's missing. The little girl supposedly lives here is missing. You remember seeing a little girl here?
Never seen.
Never seen.
Expert manipulation.
And how long
That
have
has
they
to be
lived
scary,
there?
though. Like, if she didn't straight up murder her kid in the fucking apartment, like, I'm willing to bet we're gonna learn. The concept of a child wandering off in a new neighborhood, new surroundings, new people, that is terrifying. That is actually kind of terrifying. I didn't even, like, think of it like that until just now, because I was like, oh, yeah, this is a new neighborhood. That is not okay.
Just an estimate, a week, month.
I've seen her coming and going. I've never seen her physically, but I see the car here coming and going. Like this whole weekend that passed, nobody was here. That car was not here.
This whole
That
week.
car just got here
Right.
at least like 2 days ago, if that.
Right.
Morning. Sorry to bother you. Hey, we're looking for a little.
Yo, we
little
got
girl.
that fucking crooked
seen her,
mailbox. We in the
5-year-old,
ghetto, boys. Actually,
wearing
these
pink and
houses are
purple,
slightly better than the ghetto
short
houses in
fro.
the neighborhood.
Never seen her before.
No, I don't think I've seen her at all.
They
After
actually
these
have, like, yard and
introductions,
shit.
Brianna was read her
We don't
Miranda
get
rights,
yard.
though she wasn't under arrest.
Okay, so Brianna, like I said, we were going to talk to a lot of people today, and let's just start from the very beginning.
That middle woman gives me the energy of I would like to speak to your manager's manager.
My alarm went off at 5:30, and I got
Anyone
up
else get that
around
vibe? Because I definitely
like a
do.
little before.
She has definitely complained to like some sort of
Yeah,
like
I just
Subway
wanted to
fast food
dress
worker.
like just me and
I
stay
would
in
like
the
to
house.
speak to
She
your
gets up
manager right
and
now.
we're not going
Too much
to
mail.
work, we're going
This is
out.
bullshit.
So I didn't bother, messing with her because I know eventually she's gonna get up and start getting dressed. And then
I like those couches though.
I
They look like they're very comfortable. They look like they're
over
made of the
to
material. I forget what the
the
material is
kitchen,
called, where it's just
and
fuzzy.
then I noticed that the back door was
So
open.
not great if you have animals, but
Well,
epic
not
if you
open,
don't
but
have
it's unlocked.
animals.
I realized the back door unlocked, and that's when I went to her room and
Yeah.
she wasn't in there.
No,
As the
something about the
officers
fucking
continued
cut
their interviews,
and the vibe,
one
dog.
of the
I don't
residents
know.
had curious information to share.
It doesn't help that there's a lot of blonde middle-aged women that are very, very much like that. I have had less than half of my rice with chili, and I'm kind of full. I think I've successfully shrunk, like, over the last year and a half, I think I've actually successfully shrunk my stomach without meaning to.
This place is a mess.
Blackmail 20.
Not like you can really tell, which is some type of bullshit, but...
Yeah, this place is
The officer ran a background check on this suspicious individual
Aw.
who lived near the house.
Guys,
where
Moon
Brianna
is
and
getting
Taylor
sick.
just moved.
Guys,
As this was
guys,
happening,
Moon is not
investigators
feeling good.
continued to gather more information
Send
from
well
Brianna.
wishes.
It was almost 7:00.
Moon is
Okay.
suffering.
So then you went into her room and you saw that.
She wasn't in her bed.
Mhm.
I looked under, well, she got like a little baby bed, so she can't really sit underneath the bed. I looked underneath there anyway. I checked her closet. Then I went in my room and looked underneath my bed. I know she wanted to come in my room. Like I don't know, like she's very well mannered. Like she
That's
knock or,
crazy.
you know, ask to come in.
Even as a child, I don't have
I
that.
checked my bathroom. I checked my closet.
Even
She
as a
wasn't in
child,
there.
I would
So
I
then
would
I just
be,
started-
I would feel comfortable wandering into my mom and dad's room. Although I guess there's no I guess. My mom was very woo-woo with how she raised us. She was like, if you guys have any issues, this is not a no-no zone. Just knock. Hey, Sar, what is up? No truths. None that help with getting sick. Aw. Have you considered maybe a shower? Aw. You think it's a stomach bug? Yeah. Aw. Hey, Sar. Boone is getting sick. They think it's a stomach bug. Aw. Oh. Aw. I'm just gonna be concerned if they don't hold down food tomorrow. I'm okay skipping meals. I am not okay when family members are skipping meals. I bully Endo for that.
Checking the cabinets.
That is not okay. I will
Freezer.
force feed
I
you.
go outside.
I will make you your
And
favorite food just so you
I
fucking
checked my
eat.
car just to be, you know, be sure that, you know, I definitely didn't leave her in the freaking car.
Okay.
So, I looked underneath the car. She wasn't.
Nice. Well, I'm assuming you mean for your room. We were talking about I was talking about in the video. I was talking about the other way around. Not when parents come into your room, but the other way around when you were going to a parent's room. Like when you're a little small child, especially. You know, you have a fucking nightmare and you're scared and you fucking waddle up to your parents' door, you knock on it, and you're just like, I'm scared. I saw the fucking monster. You know? There are some parents where that's a big no-no after a certain age. You're just like, yeah, no, our room is our space and you're not allowed in. And there are other parents that are way more loose with it. My mom was one of those parents that was very loose with it. She would obviously be like, knock, but for the most part, I mean, most of the time, at least when we were younger, if we had any, like, bad dreams or any issues, she would literally just be like, come on, and invite us into the bed so that we could go back to sleep. Like, I think the creepiest thing bed-related is, like, or room/bed-related with siblings was having younger siblings and waking up to one of my siblings, which multiple of my siblings did this growing up, and it was the creepiest shit ever. Waking up and having a sibling just standing either near the end of your bed or in your doorway just staring at you, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Yes, you did. Moon did that as a child. Endo also did that as a child. Fucking Ewok did it for like a little bit, but not as much directly with me. I think it's because of how close we are in age. But both me and Ewok would do that to our parents. I don't even remember the thought process. I think my thought process was I don't want to wake them up, but for whatever reason, I don't want to go back to my room, so I'm just going to stand here and hope they wake up. But it's so fucking creepy from the perspective of the person in the bed trying to sleep, just waking up, and that's the first thing you see is one of your younger siblings in a low-light environment just fucking staring at you. Like, oh, you what? No, what the fuck? You on that funky schedule. Oh, God. Oh, God.
There either.
Note that there's no real emotion in Brianna's voice as she talks about looking for her child.
Okay, and then what?
Then
I'm hungry, but my stomach doesn't want anymore.
Okay.
I can't find her.
Okay. What time did you see her before then?
It was like around midnight.
Brianna said that Taylor put herself to bed around midnight.
Getting more energy
While this
drink.
wasn't impossible, the late hour and Taylor's alleged independence likely struck investigators as unusual.
I wasn't paying attention. This is bullshit! How you doing, Alphonse? How goes it? I didn't do it next to the mic. I'm sorry, guys. No ASMR for that. Ghost Blue Raspberry Sour Patch. Because my work was out of creamsicle. I fucked up my sleep schedule so much that it came full circle and it fixed itself briefly. What? Yeah, a chunk of the people who watch me are in overseas times, and they should not be watching me. Wizard is one of those motherfuckers that, like, half the time should just not be watching me. So we're just me out when I see him in checks. I'm like, bitch, you should be asleep. Bitch, you should be sleeping. How dare you? 8 hours right now. Right now, 8 hours.
Given her age, however, this was nothing compared to the strange turn Brianna's story
It's
took
9:30
next.
for me right now. It's
Did
still
you
early
check on her
gamer
prior to
hours.
you going to sleep?
No.
Okay, so you assume that she was asleep? Okay. Did you hear any noise coming from her room or anything like that?
Oh my god.
Not from her room.
What the fuck? No. Here's the thing. I post about it in a Discord. I usually post about it on my Twitter account. And there's also the announcements area that announces when I'm streaming. Either it announces it with a link or I share it and I'm like, hey, I'm going to be live or I'm live. Bish.
But there were like, I can't explain.
So, am I
There
going to
were,
be really sad about what she did to her child?
Like when you're dragging something
Bro,
or you move something, like
sorry.
it was coming from upstairs.
What the
And
fuck?
Either way, like I
Please get
just
proper
grab
rest,
my gun
please.
and,
Please,
you know,
please,
walk
please.
around to make sure, you know,
Please,
that,
please, please.
there's nobody in here.
Coming
So I
from
didn't see
upstairs of the house that you're in?
And there are no stairs. That's the part that I didn't understand, but it definitely sounded like it was
Kinda
coming
cold.
from the roof.
Okay.
Did you wake
Also,
up hearing
that-
those sounds?
Yes, like the little whatever noise it was. It sounded like it changes. Like sometimes I can hear like near where I sleep. Sometimes it's like back towards the kitchen area.
Boy.
And it sounded
Boy,
like
I
driving noise?
swear to God.
Yes,
Boy.
like somebody's moving something.
Boy.
Walking.
So you said you grabbed your gun. So
Oh
you
my
grabbed
God.
Gun, and then
Did
I
you
walk
check the
around-
house?
Yes, I walk around the open spaces that I know people can come in.
Bruh.
you
Take
go
a
outside
fucking
anytime?
nap. Get some more
Okay,
sleep.
so you just checked around the house? Did you go in your daughter's room at that time and look at it?
That image is still so sad. Whether they were moving or not, that's just a sad room right there. You got the blackout curtains. You got the single fucking thing in the corner that I'm assuming has some toys. You have the shitted up cartoon chair just in the corner and then the bed. I slept for majority of Sunday. I have slept. No, you know what? Fair enough. Absolutely fair.
Brianna said that she didn't see anything amiss when she searched the house, and that all the doors were still locked. Still, if she was alarmed enough to arm herself before walking through the house, it makes no sense that she wouldn't take a few seconds to check on her sleeping child. Some of the officers and
Yeah,
residents shared a
that's kind of
similar
dumb.
sentiment.
That's kind of stupid.
I hope they exhausted the parental angle. You know what I'm saying? Knocking on every door we can.
I kind of don't like the cops saying that. I don't know, because it's like y'all's job is to right now be on the lookout and to, you know, ask questions and try to figure out what could have happened while the mom is in the interrogation room. So, like, I don't know.
She was missing since midnight.
I don't know.
PJs
Questionable
on.
commentary.
The back door was probably open.
What mother don't check on the child? My son and grandson stay with us, and my son is 36. As a habit, I go back to make sure he's still breathing.
I feel like that's just a normal
So,
thing for parents that
if you
like
heard
are
the
very
noise, why
like
didn't you
are
say it
actually
was
I say
someone?
very that they're as active as they should be in their child's upbringing because it becomes a habit thing. I don't think it's like, oh shit, I need to check on them. I think it's literally just, oh yeah, I'm passing room, let me pop my head in or let me make sure that they're cool. Same, brother, man, same. I think I'm gonna bully
Police
Endo into
left the
watching
matter
more
alone
Fallout
for the
tonight.
time being and switched
That
to a
might be
different
epic.
topic. Once again, though, the conversation didn't go as they were likely expecting.
What do you think happened this morning?
I don't know.
Bro, I get my fucking paycheck on the 24th and I'm so
What do you think
happy.
she's
I have
at?
to immediately pay bills, but like I'm gonna be so happy to just
But
have
she
something in my
wanna
bank
be.
account.
I
Oh,
don't know, like
is he playing it? Yeah, he's playing New Vegas on the Xbox. That's like Fallout, specifically the 4. The 4 is pretty fucking epic. I want to revisit 4 with a bunch of mods. I've started actually looking at mods. Because I'm trying to figure out if I want to do it like a themed thing or just a bunch of mods. Haven't decided.
did they find Mr. Bear? Because she won't go anywhere without that thing.
My God.
This little pink teddy bear, she calls him Mr. Bear.
The
Aw.
Mr. Bear angle was potentially helpful, as it was something
Mr.
the searchers
Bear.
could keep a lookout for. By this point, police were likely realizing that something was seriously wrong.
Yeah.
What that was exactly.
I forget the time frame. There's an official time frame for like how long a child's missing and their probability of like actually being found alive or uninjured or not negatively and just finding a body. And it drops drastically, I think, in the first 14 hours of a child being missing and like nothing being found. I want to limit my spending to get back the holy fuck, it's so much. But K-pop things keep making me spend money. Yeah, I'm gonna basically slowly try to earn back what I had in my bank account. I'm just trying to slowly build up some type of savings and like feel kind of financially stable. I had a surprise bill pop up on me literally last minute right before the whole water heater thing, which was kind of significant. And then the water heater thing happened, and then I got jump scared and surprised with an extra $1,000 for that one because the previous person to do stuff on the hot water heater completely fucked that job, and I should be dead. But yeah, that really took from me. Yo, Epic, how fun! Knowing Purple Kiss is having another tour soon means I'll be spending at least... Jesus Christ. Bye, guy. Seek help. Seek help. Is 3 or 4 not available on the Game Pass? I don't fucking know. He asked... Okay, so Endo asked me what game he should play first, and I said not for lore reasons, but playability reasons. I feel like 4 is a good starting point, because it gives you, like, a good fucking... In my opinion, it gives you a good layout of the actual game. The actual, like, leveling up system isn't horrible. And for modability, it's kind of cool. Yeah, well, the problem is, and I talked about this, I'm not going deep up, like, explaining everything, but, because I talked about it on a previous stream right after it happened, because I was just like, holy shit, I should be dead. Like 7 or 8 years ago, a while ago is when we had our last hot water heater installed, and when I say we, it was my parents that picked everything, paid for everything, did everything. Well, my mom had a buddy who did, like, handiwork do it, and apparently he did not follow code at all. There was a ton of shit that was wrong. It wasn't off the ground the way it was supposed to, and it also didn't have a vent, or there's a thing on top of your hot water heater that's supposed to be X amount of inches above something, and that wasn't done correctly either. The person who came to check out the actual current situation and then give me an estimate / replace it, because at that point in time he was going to just replace it because we already got quoted a price. He literally said if our house wasn't a ghetto house and was more properly maintained and the installer, like the, oh my god, I forget the name for it because my brain is not working. If we had like proper windows and walling and all that kind of stuff, we wouldn't have woken up the next day. Like, that's how bad it was put in. Because carbon monoxide. So, yeah. I understood why it cost more, but it was very fucking frustrating. And the fact that it was a solid another grand on top of it was just like, oh my god, someone kill me. But now I can take warm showers, so that's epic. Why do I need help when it's see the best group in existence? Zombie, look at your fucking Twitter feed. You need help. I mean, at least you're happy, but you need help.
Remained to be seen.
Where were you staying prior to this address?
The south side address.
And how long did you live at the south side address?
We were there for...
I'm almost out of August. This is bullshit.
Okay. And why were you moving?
Because I wanted to move to a different area. Like, I always do this. I did this in
okay.
Like, I was
okay.
in Norfolk, then, like, a year later, I moved to Virginia Beach.
Okay.
Just out of habit, I just like to move.
So when was your lease up at the south side address?
In May.
So your lease was up in May, but you were still living there?
Yes, it was up. It went to month to month.
I would love to eventually be a big grown-up person and go to a concert. I don't think I can afford that, and I can't justify spending that much money on a concert.
To the house on Ivy
Plus,
Street,
I don't know if it'll sense off my sensory stuff like crazy.
Because I was actually like trying to prepare to move out. And
like with that money, I could probably get like some cool figures or some PC upgrades or something, you know.
To which, like, to the Ivy place. And that's when I saw like
I
the
have
back
chocolate
doors
chip
open,
cookie.
and like somebody had moved the
Vegan
refrigerator
chocolate
outside.
chip cookie.
So I called the property manager because I thought maybe he was like renovating or something. He didn't tell me, but he was like no. So he went ahead and changed the locks.
So for 6 months, you had 2 residents.
I kind of get it because I love,
What
like,
3
I
days
love.
ago made you need to move urgently?
I kind of love the sound of live music.
Places for 6 months.
It's just I feel like most like
that was the day that I actually was like able to find
most of the concerts I go
that
to
was the whole issue.
are
I was
bigger
like,
names, so there would be a lot of people, and it's just everything else I think would fuck with my sensory issues and everything, and I just wouldn't be comfy. It would take
But
away
you
from
come
the
from
experience of the
Craigslist,
actual
right?
music.
Which you say you do everything from Craigslist.
Yeah, that's the issue. I don't think I would deal
that
well with that.
6 months ago.
Just never crossed my mind.
Police would come to find that many things concerning the investigation didn't seem to cross her mind. What they would find when they searched her other residence, too, would leave them shocked.
So on Sunday, you get a hold of movers.
Yes.
Okay.
Did they take everything?
Just the big things.
Why didn't you, if you were paying them, why didn't they take everything?
Oh, because it was last minute. I hadn't packed everything, like clothes and stuff. Most of the clothes and stuff are still there.
Okay. So what was the urgency? Why couldn't you wait to
Dr.
find
Pepper is
mover
definitely vegan.
once you
A
had
lot of
everything
sodas
packed
are
up and ready
vegan
to go
because
so that you can move everything in one go round?
the processes of making soda and the ingredients in most sodas are vegan. It's junk food vegan, but it's vegan. For drinks, you really just got to worry about, for the most part, at least in the U.S. that I'm aware of, you just got to worry about things like whey, milk powder, milk, and other forms of dairy, and or like honey, because sometimes honey is thrown into things. But like overall, like that's the issue I have with bubble tea. I fucking love bubble tea, but like every fucking pre-made bubble tea tends to have whey or milk in it. I found, by sheer fucking luck, I found that Tops in my area actually sells a frozen, like a freezer, boba tea kit that's actually not too expensive. I think it comes down to like around $1 per drink for what's in the actual bag. And it comes with little bags that have the actual flavor syrup and the balls, and then straws. And you literally just boil the bags for a few minutes. It's like 2 to 5 minutes. And then put it in a glass, put some ice on that, and then pour your favorite milk substitute on top of that. Give it a little mix, and then you have boba tea. And they do coffee flavor, they do brown sugar flavor, and they also do strawberry, which is really good with banana milk. I love live concerts too. The constant fangirls going woo directly into my ear. Yeah, well that's what I'm saying. I like how live music sounds, but it's everything else that detracts from it for me. It's the fact that you have people screaming. You have so many people like packed into a small area. You have all that kind of stuff going on. For me, if I don't have my personal space, that's a big thing for me. And if there's a lot of sound going on that's not anticipated sound, I freak out. So, like, I've gone to local Comic-Cons and stuff, and I love going there, do not get me wrong, but it burns me out, and I also need to know where the safe rooms are. Like, I need to know how to get out of an area just so that I can be away from, like, people and stuff for just a few minutes to just kind of, like, calm down. And for my local convention center, they had a couple areas like that, so you didn't have to just straight up leave the building. Yeah. I thought it would have been something involving the ingredient. No. Well, like, some alcohols aren't vegan because of the processes of making those alcohols. It actually involves animal ingredients. Sodas is not the same thing at all. You say the man Dr. Pepper slaps. I've seen that they came out with a coconut flavored one. I want to get it once I have money and I know where to get it. Because I love coconut flavored things. Coconut is one of my favorite flavors. Oh, disrespect, but also Lucy's a happy girl. Let's fucking go. This is a big W for Lucy. This is a W Lucy moment. This is an L hypnotic moment, but this is a fucking W moment for Lucy, bro. Smooth. I love drinking coconut water. There's two different. I like drinking actual coconut water that like comes from the coconut, and then there's this brand of, I forget the name of the brand. There's this brand of like flavored waters that I randomly drink that my work carries, and one of the flavors is just coconut, and it's so fucking good. Their whole thing is like there's no added sugar, there's no added anything. It's mostly just water. because the idea is it's for when you are tired of drinking water, you want to trick your body into drinking more water. But it's so yummy. It tastes like coconut. What the hell, Alphonse? Don't be mean. The man just lost his ravioli. This is so sad.
I didn't even think about that.
We're going to call the movers, we're going to call your mom, and we're going to verify some information.
It just seems messy because they
You know,
have
this
to
is gonna
verify
lead to-
so much shit.
Okay. So, the movers, it was pretty abrupt. You needed to be out of that house that day, Sunday, according to the conversation that one of my partners had with the detective, with the movers.
Me and editor.
Okay. What
You
was
guys
it
need to
like?
calm down on editor.
Detective,
Editor is
what was
actually
the
kind of
urgency?
busted.
It wasn't.
According
I
to the
just told
movers,
them
it was
that.
I had to be out today.
I didn't tell him that.
Or hypnotic.
Okay.
I'm sorry, brother. If I could
All
send
right.
you
Nothing
ravioli, I would.
Brianna is saying is making sense, and it's hard to believe she would think the detective would believe her, but they don't confront her yet.
Anybody take care of the 5-year-old, of your daughter?
Here, no. Well, she was going to the CDC on days.
Okay.
So she was
Yeah.
in kindergarten.
Trying to use my fucking boy against me. Skeleton knows what the fuck is up.
And the CDC.
When was the last time she was at CDC?
I'm full of cookie. I had half cookie. That counts,
sorry, I'm
right?
asking you some questions.
After like May.
It's very sweet.
Last there in May?
or June, yeah.
When police checked with the daycare on base, the administration office told them that Taylor had last been there on April 27th and was officially withdrawn shortly after. They also shared that Taylor had previously been in speech therapy. When police checked in with the therapist's office, they likely noticed a concerning pattern. Taylor had attended regularly for 13 weeks, but then never came back. After 2 no-show appointments, she was discharged from the
That's
system
sad,
at the
bro.
beginning of May.
And I understand she was in Tuscaloosa?
Yeah, she was with my mom.
Okay. Your mom, who's your mom?
Stock imagery. This is
Clarissa.
bullshit.
And
I
how long was she
expected
in
you to dox
Tuscaloosa?
the
When
mother.
did she go there?
That was off and on. She's been there pretty much all summer actually.
So you went
I'm not
down
sure
there to
how
pick her up and brought her back here for one day?
It over the weekend.
And then
Cause it's only
So, it's from what I've heard, Dad's out of the picture. So is it literally just grandmama mostly raising this fucking child? That makes me sad. And we've discussed this on like the true crime stuff before, but it feels like grandparents should be allowed to be grandparents, bro. It makes me sad when grandparents have to pick up that mantle for their child because they did not lay in a bed with someone and decide to have another child. You know what I mean? Like that phase of their life should be over. They raised you. And now you've had a child, and they should have that grandparent time. They shouldn't be a parent again.
like 7, 8 hours.
It's just so sad. I guess with the military stuff, it probably plays into like the military stuff, which makes sense. But like,
So-
but that's still sad to me. I'm
bring
sorry.
her back on
It's
the
good that the
31st.
child had that
How
grandparent,
long
but
was that
like,
visit?
That one
it
was
just means
since the beginning of
it makes me
October.
feel like that
So,
grandmother
the full
wasn't
month she stayed in
just a
October with your
grandmother,
mom?
you know.
Carissa.
And of
prior
course,
to
it changes with
dropping her
circumstances.
down there
Of
October
course,
1st,
but I'm like
or
in
the
most
first part of
circumstances
October.
where one
When
or
did
both
you-
parents are alive
when-
and they
when
just
was the
decide
last
they
time she
don't
was
want to
there
take
before
care
then?
of the child and the grandparents have to do that. That's just fucking that
Like,
makes me so
the
angry.
first week of
Because what the
September,
fuck? You had a kid.
I think whenever the storm hit.
Would your mom be able to tell us what days when she last saw?
I'm on the bet she
daughter?
would.
I think we have her number,
Should,
right?
yeah.
So if we call her, she's going to say that she saw her in the month of August.
Brianna
Eep.
had no way to know that
Eep
the
right
police
now,
had
sir.
already spoken with her mother, and they would confront her with what
If I had a more
Clarissa
comfortable
told them
chair, I
soon
would
enough.
probably fall asleep.
Okay,
I'm still
so when she
using the
was here
wooden
with
dining
you-
room chair because I don't have another one.
During the weeks or weekends and you had to work, who was watching her?
Oh no, like when she was here, like those days that I'm off, so no one is watching her besides me.
So since you've gotten back on the
Like, never.
31st, you have not been to work?
No, I'm
Okay.
still on leave.
You're
Well, I'm
on
on leave
leave.
until this morning.
How long have you been on leave?
It's been since
There you go.
October the.
Embrace your fucking inner
Your
fucking couch gremlin.
I'm not sure.
You would take her to your mom every time?
Yes, or I just leave her there. That's why I was like I couldn't the back and forth. And I didn't want anybody else watching her. Like I don't know people here like that.
But you were going to take her to the lady you met on Craigslist today to watch her.
That's weird as fuck.
Okay.
When
Hold
searching
up.
Brianna's phone,
Hold the
police had
fuck
come
up.
across
That is weird.
communications
I don't
between
like
her
that.
and the
Why
woman
do
she
you have a
found on
fucking...
Craigslist
No,
to watch
stop. Number one, ew. That shit is dirty as fuck. This is like shit pixels on the screen right now, and that is disgusting. Fucking poo-poo doo-doo on your phone. Also, why do you have a fucking fruit sticker on your phone? What's going on there, bro? What's up with that? It's weird. It's not like a normal thing, right? That seems weird.
When police followed up with the woman, she told them that Brianna had texted her this morning
Like, that
to say
looks
her
normal. It
services
just looks
wouldn't
like
be needed
phone in
after all.
case.
This was only one of the
Slightly
many
beat up case,
discrepancies
but
police
case.
would find in Brianna's story.
You said your hours changed, so did you change positions or your job title or what?
No, just the hours.
What is the norm? What is it supposed to be?
Oh, I don't know the rotation.
You don't know your rotation at work?
Not the duty hour rotation.
So you don't know. You couldn't tell me right now when you were going to be on call next?
If I had my planner, I could, but no. My planner or my phone, put them in there.
So
I think Friday would be the next time I had duty because I was on leave. So.
Standing duty was part of Brianna's job as enlisted Navy personnel. This tended to be a 12-hour shift, once or twice a week. The fact that Brianna didn't know her duty schedule, especially since she claimed she would have had to arrange childcare whenever she was scheduled, was odd. However, this paled in comparison to what police were about to reveal.
I called your mom. She hasn't seen your daughter since January.
See, I suck at all that, Alphonse, because I suck at picking up on when people are being satirical or doing things for funnies. Oh, they're pussy in my fucking feed. Dude, cats are such funny little creatures. I'm gonna share this real quick. This is the first thing my fucking eye hole saw when I went to my browser real quick. Oh, it's adorable. Yeah. You know it, brother. Oh, my feed is disgusting. For Twitter, it is not Twitch safe.
Why
But
would she say that?
I love cats, dude.
This is Carissa.
There's so many
This is your mom.
funny boys in my fucking...
Why would she say that?
On my fucking feed,
In a
dude.
subsequent interview, Carissa Williams repeated what she'd told investigators that day on the phone. The implications were spine-chilling. Please note that the police department made redactions to remove Taylor's name from the recording.
So you hadn't heard from her in 2 years, hadn't talked to her?
Prior up to that, yes.
So out of the blue, in 2 years, he called you.
My likes, I feel like, are a lot tamer because I know that people can see my likes, motherfucker. Now, what's on my feed is different than what you guys see in my likes. The fuck? I am kind of smart sometimes. I think about things. I have like two functioning brain cells that rub together sometimes, you know? You know?
I don't care about anybody's personal life.
You know?
We are going to find... And
for some of the stuff I like.
happens
Hey guys,
Yeah,
this is your reminder. Websites, a lot of that is public, or it's public to the people who follow you or are friended with you. You should check that. You should make sure that everything looks good.
That's not a threat. That's a promise. Have you had any conversation with her?
This is your
about
reminder.
Telling her
You're
commanding
welcome.
officer anything as far as you, if he calls you, that she was coming to get.
That's the part that I didn't get. That she did. This was just last week.
Tell me about that.
Now she did call whatever day that I want to say it was Halloween. I want to say it was actually the day of Halloween.
So last Thursday.
Bro, I want to eat more cookie, but
Yes.
that stuff is sweet.
She told
Like,
me
actually
if
really
he
sweet.
called to tell him that she was down to pick me up from me for Halloween. Mind you, I haven't seen it in
What, Alphonse?
2 years. So I'm thinking like,
Speak your truth right
she
now.
Just met this new guy. Maybe she, took a
Oh
little
shit,
time
there's
out
an
to go
actual.
meet
Okay.
him or whatever, and
I need to
she
start
just used
advertising my merch better.
lie
Right now, the
to get away,
site
but
is
I
actually
couldn't
having
tell
a
you.
sale.
She said, so I'm like,
Teas
where's-
at 15
matter of
and
fact, I asked her
35%
that
off
day. I said,
everything.
well, what's when she said, oh, she in the back seat. So I'm like, okay, but she never did put the phone and say, hey, I never did say anything.
Police followed up with the man Carissa alleged
Stock
Brianna had
imagery.
recently started seeing. particularly since Brianna hadn't mentioned him and in fact insisted that she didn't have a boyfriend. However, he didn't have much information to share. He was only vaguely aware that Brianna had a daughter and assumed that the little girl had been staying with her father when he and Brianna were together. When police checked with Taylor's father, Maurice, he hadn't seen the little girl lately either. All he could tell them was that the last time he did see her at the funeral for Brianna's grandmother, he didn't think she was being fed enough, as she was very small. He added that he had a difficult time checking up on Taylor after that, though, as Brianna changed her phone number frequently. Maurice provided investigators with a DNA sample and said he was willing to assist in any way that he could. Back with Brianna's mother, Carissa told police that she'd previously watched Taylor for extended periods of time, but that ended when Brianna enrolled her in daycare on the naval base. The last time she'd seen the little girl in person was also at the funeral for Brianna's grandmother. Police weren't ready to believe Carissa just yet, however, due to some interesting evidence recovered from Brianna's phone.
I can tell you it's pinging at a tower in the vicinity of this area that it's pinging off of. What's throwing us for a loop right now is if she's living in Jacksonville, why is her phone pinging out at all?
Despite this, Carissa swore that she hadn't seen Brianna or Taylor on Halloween. Police were still working on downloading the data from the GPS in Brianna's car to determine an exact route, so soon enough, they would know for sure who was telling the truth. The search of Brianna's phone turned up something else concerning, too. Police found a text message conversation in which Brianna had told a former co-worker in Virginia that Taylor had become a nightmare, as she was, according to her, stealing food and misbehaving. In Alabama, Carissa was so adamant of her innocence that she got Brianna's father, Wayne, on the phone to join the discussion and brainstorm what might be going on.
Don't mind me, I'm looking at other stuff on another tab right now. Sorry, guys. My fucking attention span is shot. I'm very tired. I forget that I actually had stuff public. Not on Twitter. I'm talking about the fucking shop. Because I saw the thing pop up because skeleton, and I was like, oh yeah, that exists. I might hide a couple of these designs. They're kind of poo-poo.
Was lying, but whether it was Brianna or Carissa was yet to be determined, as was the exact reason of why. Investigators would follow up on the Alabama lead, but as promised, also caught up with the movers Brianna had hired
Not
on
the Alabama
Craigslist.
lead.
They had nothing reassuring to say either.
They never saw your daughter. They never saw.
I can't play it because audio is going to be heard on stream, and I don't know what audio I'm looking at. But just that thumbnail is busting. I'll check it out after stream.
I didn't want them to see her.
Why not?
Because I don't know them like that.
Well, I mean, you're not introducing me to her, but how did you leave her at the house on Southside and then go to Ivy without her? They never saw her. They never saw you put her in the car. So what happened?
Nothing happened.
Well, where was your daughter?
What, bussin'? I use the word bussin' all the time, okay? It's one of my fucking quirks. You should know this at this point.
Water running, and you said that she was
This is bullshit.
But they never saw her.
If what the movers were saying was true, it seemed like Taylor hadn't been at either of Brianna's residences. Carissa said she hadn't seen the girl in 2 years, and the child care records on the Navy base showed that Taylor's attendance became spotty throughout the month of April, and she was officially withdrawn back in May, around 6 months before she was reported
I'm allowed
missing.
to be old, dog. I've heard
horrifying
that. Honestly, I'm
question was
kind of
quickly
proud
coming
that
to
I
the
am where
forefront
I'm
of the
at.
investigation.
You know, it could always
When
be
was
worse.
the last time anyone besides Brianna had seen Taylor? Shockingly, the little girl's mother wasn't inclined to help answer this question.
I'm done with this. I don't want to talk about this. Yes, I am done because you're lying to me now. So
how am I lying to you? I'm not lying to you.
You just said that my mom. I literally picked my mom. I mean, not my mom.
I'm just telling you what my partner said. And I'd like to explain to you, but
I don't know where to get it from because I literally went down there.
Do you want to talk to
Halloween night?
Do you want to talk to the detectives I spoke with her and then get that? Find out what the information they gave?
I'm done with this because I don't know where this is going, but no. Like, it's the second time this has happened. Like, some other lady was, like, saying stuff that I didn't even say. Like, she was twisting my words. Like, no.
Brianna has no idea that her odd behavior was quickly becoming the least of the police's concern as they were searching her apartment at that very moment. Just like they'd done at Ivy Street, police canvassed the area and talked to Brianna's neighbors. Disturbingly, very few of them recalled ever seeing the little girl. One man who did, named Carlos Johnson, said he found Taylor roaming the apartment complex unaccompanied back on April 17, 2019.
What the fuck, man? That's not okay.
Only to find her wandering the parking lot
that
again
is not
a few
okay.
days later. Carlos said that Taylor didn't appear frightened or distressed, like the situation was familiar to her. He also told police that he would see her waving at him from her window at times when Brianna's car was gone, suggesting to him that the little girl was alone. If police thought this was bad, then they must have been horrified when they entered the apartment itself. From the outside, Brianna's apartment was unassuming and looked just like any of the others in the complex. But as soon as the door was open, it was clear that something awful had happened inside. The entryway to the apartment was filled with trash, as was the kitchen. It was so cluttered with random items and refuse that it was nearly unusable. The living room was not in any better condition, having been taken over by a heaping mountain of trash and personal belongings. It seemed no effort had been made to separate the two categories. There were children's toys and clothing included in the mess, most stained with what appeared to be feces. One of the toys in particular probably stood out to police, thanks to Brianna's description. A pink stuffed animal was found in the mountain of refuse, possibly Mr. Bear. The toy Brianna said Taylor refused to go anywhere without. Police would face a heartbreaking reason why Mr. Bear was there as they searched more of the apartment. Bleach and urine remover, along with more air fresheners, were also found in the apartment. If police thought the living room and kitchen were in bad condition, they were in for a shock when they entered the master bedroom. Police had to move more trash and soiled belongings to even gain entry into the room.
Okay,
the carpet was encrusted with filth, which appeared to
Dude,
include
this
more
looks so fucking bad. Oh my god, like that's horrible for animals to live in, let alone like actual humans and actual babies. Oh god. At least you got the urine remover on the floor, though. At least that probably won't help with the shitting, but you know, at least it's there.
And waste. When they opened the closet, the situation changed from merely disgusting.
What the fuck?
We just want clarity later, but not. It's a late day. I just want my baby home,
and that's what we're trying to do.
Well, the whole thing, because there's no way my mom would tell you she hadn't seen us since January. Like what?
And that's why I'm asking you. Okay. Do you want to continue to talk to us about what's going on?
What the fuck happened?
No, like this is going too far. Like,
okay, so you don't want to answer any questions.
That's so fucked up.
The whereabouts of your daughter.
I don't know where she is.
I'm trying to get the background. Yes or no?
I've told you everything that I know. Like I don't know.
But you don't want to answer any more questions.
No, be gone. Thank you. Hypnotic, you want that shit. I appreciate the fuck out of you, dog.
But you don't want to talk to us anymore.
I do not want to talk.
Okay.
I need to call my job.
Well, we'll take care of that for you. Do you need anything like a bathroom or water or anything like that?
I need to talk to legal. Because I just need to talk to them about the lease.
Okay, do you need water? Do you need a bathroom or anything like that right now? If you need anything, knock on the door.
The detectives would revisit Brianna in a bit, but went to check in on other aspects of the investigation. By this time, it was no longer just the Jacksonville police involved in the search.
This one I can play. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure?
Investigation, FBI, and even the Naval Criminal Investigation Service.
Guys, I need to do more art. Y'all need to
the
kick my
neighborhood
ass to
canvass
do more
around Ivy
art.
Street continued the whole time Brianna
I kind of
was
miss
at the
doing
police
some of this
station.
stuff.
Just before 10:30 p.m., officers in the area ran
I'm so
into a
tired, though.
surprise visitor.
What's your relation?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. It's short, and the sergeant really
No, what the
don't have
hell?
much to say right now.
Yo, editor messaged me.
Go down
Oh, it's
that
just
way.
editor being disappointed in me. I like that gif though, I'm stealing it. I am live watching me, nerd. I bully editor, but it's fine because I know him in real life. I can smack him IRL if I really want to, and he could smack me, but like
or even concerned about what police might find when
Deathclaw waifu art,
she
huh?
did a fantastic
You
job of hiding it.
You what? You huh?
She was left waiting, but found a few ways.
Huh? Huh? She's gonna sleep. I asked. What the fuck? What the hell? No. I don't use that word. That is the no-no word. Well, one of the no-no words. Some of my coworkers taught me some of the no-no words in Spanish. I am blessed. Do I want to actually play this on stream? I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. It auto-played. Do I want to know what the fuck I just got linked to? Do I want to know what you just linked me to, brother man? It's time to tidy everything up. Oh! Sure, helping us battling the you for the break. What was that? What was going on there? What was it? Psyduck? I saw you. I saw you, Psyduck. I fucking saw you, boy. Oh, well. You guys can see that. That's fine. It's all the stuff Skeleton be saying.
Time, including fixing her nails, cutting her hair, and going to sleep.
Hell
4 more hours went by, during which Brianna again attempted to get some sleep in the interrogation room.
What the fuck? Random Psyduck. I always feel bad for Psyduck, and maybe it's because of the my own migraine situation. I was like, give that man some ibuprofen. Fix that right now.
Sitting around and working diligently.
What the fuck? Zombie, you were not doing it. You're gonna stop. You were only doing it to push things.
Yes, I do believe so.
Don't be like that.
I know. Just be patient with us, please.
Unluckily, when a fresh set of detectives came in, it seemed 8 hours of timeout hadn't made Brianna any more cooperative.
Hey, Ms. Williams. Hey, I'm just here to type to Deborah. A couple things we need to go over with you real quick.
Yeah.
I'm free to go. However, you're not gonna be able to go back to Ivy Street or Southside tonight, and we still.
I know. I'm aware.
So, who do you
okay.
need to contact?
God damn it. But Spunk, why are you like this?
Or what do you what's the best option for you?
I can get a room, but my wallet is at Ivy.
Brianna never came up with any options of her own, so the police called her command, who sent a petty officer from the base to come pick her up. Notably, over a total of more than 11 hours spent at the police station, Brianna never once asked for an update on the search for her daughter. When
What the
Brianna's
fuck?
mother Carissa heard about her
That is
daughter's
sussy
lack
as
of
hell.
cooperation, she was perplexed.
Why wouldn't she want to talk when her is missing?
You know her better than I do.
Because
I've
some of
never
the
seen her.
things, a lot of, well, I can't even say some of the things, a lot of the things just not adding up to me.
We can agree on that.
Investigators also asked
That's
Carissa
so
some
fucked up.
questions about Brianna's personality in general to see if it would help make sense of her odd
I don't know. I felt like bullying you. How are you doing today, editor? How goes it? I forgot my fucking merch shop existed, so I'm just looking at the designs that I need to take down in this bitch.
She one is going to show emotions. Use an example. Your mama's feeling.
Editor, send me merch design ideas. Or just random marketable
Brianna
ideas.
was reportedly very close to her maternal
Nah, a
grandmother,
couple of them do
who
need to
had
be
raised
pulled out.
Brianna
A
for
couple of
large
them are very
portion of her
cringe.
childhood. The fact that Brianna did not express grief at the time of her death may have stood out to police as eerily similar to her behavior
How have you
in
been
the
doing, though,
interrogation
editor?
room. Investigators also learned that Brianna was
Why
known
would
to
you pull
visit her
me in for
grandmother's
this?
gravesite in
Bro,
Alabama
let me just say.
so regularly, in fact, that more
Alabama.
than one friend suggested the police search
Did they ever find this fucking child's body?
that area for Taylor too, and that's exactly what
Oh,
they did. Over the
shit.
next week, the search expanded from
Did they
Jacksonville,
find
Florida, to the
yo,
area surrounding Linden, Alabama.
Florida?
Before Carissa
That's a question, guys. Would you rather live in Florida or Alabama? I'm scared of Alabama, but I'm also kind of scared of Florida. I feel like Florida would be slightly more fun. You don't need mods to watch crime things. What the hell? Oh, that is true. That is also true. I can't afford Disney World, but sure. Sure. Yeah, Hypnotic did the banning thing. Hypnotic actually likes hanging out with me, editor. You don't. I see how it is.
interview concluded, police had one last
Editor
question
don't
for
like
her,
them true
probably
crimes.
the hardest one yet.
This is so sad.
Did something by accident.
Look how shitty that chair is, though.
That's why I wanted to talk to her.
The investigation continued on for the rest of the week. But
Ha! I can't really mod. That that's where you're wrong. My brain cells stopped functioning. When I went there for a week 2 years ago, it cost, oh my fucking god. See, that sentence is so sad, bro. I would rather fucking travel. If you give me the option to travel or to go to Disney, which one is it? Disney World? Disney World? I'm gonna say travel, brother. I just say travel. Because you know what? Fuck Disney. They're bitches. They're bitches and hoes. Actually, the only reason that I would maybe say yes to Disney is if I was able to give my ticket to my dad. Because my dad has always wanted to go to Disney World. Like, if I had the money, I would surprise him with a trip to Disney World. Because I know it would make his fucking... It would make a lot for him. It's always been high on his to-do list, and it's never been something we could come close to affording. Editor isn't a real G. He just puts up with me IRL and helps me with tech stuff. He won't stick around and listen to me word vomit and watch me be bad at video games. It's so sad. Yo, actually, real talk, editor, you gonna stick around for the not this stream obviously, but I'm gonna be playing the Tomb Raider game soon. I'm playing fucking Tomb Raider remasters. That's gonna be bussin'. I'm going to trap the butler in the freezer. We're going to do this. Yes. Bro, that was one of my favorite activities to do as a child, playing the Tomb Raider games. Locking that creepy ass, annoying ass motherfucker in the freezer. I paid him. Editor needs to start a GoFundMe or a throne. Actually, editor, start a fucking throne. I want to be able to buy you random shit. Not IRL. I want to be able to order you shit. And it show up at your house, so you have to take it. Don't listen. Editor has a potato computer. I genuinely feel bad with what editor has, because if I had the money, I would buy editor a fucking PC in a heartbeat. I would, because I know editor would do magical things with it. Editor is talented. See, I'm an idiot that watches things and sucks at playing video games, but editor like actually has skills. Motherfucker can like make games and play music and like do things. You should have access to do more things. Yeah. I end up jumping around so much I get nothing done. Well, you have a little bit of the ADHD, brother. Do you have that? Do you have a little bit of that going on? I feel like you probably do, which is fine. You can still get stuff done. You just gotta make it fun for your brain. Also, Alphonse said hi. You didn't acknowledge them. This is bullshit. I don't fucking know. Okay. Silly me asking about medical stuff. What the fuck? What the hell? Actually, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't just state that, considering I'm just now realizing I probably have a little bit of the tism. It's been how long? How long? I feel like I'm late to everything when it comes to my own brain. Like, I think it's because I wrote stuff off way too easily because of circumstances of me growing up and, like, situations that I was in. I tended to put myself on the back burner, like, a bunch when I was a teenager, because of stuff that was going on at the time. So more of my focus was on either kind of, like, doing the fan art thing, which wasn't focusing on myself. It was just focusing on not being there, or sibling stuff, or mild parent stuff. I mentioned a little bit in the Discord, but like the whole my own gender identity. The fact that things didn't click faster fucking kills me. It absolutely fucking kills me. It don't make sense. It don't make any type of sense. I'll snooze the ad for editor. Boop. Yo, Twitch needs to add a function where mods don't have to watch ads. It's not like if it matters if you know what you got. Thanks so. What the fuck? That is true. Like, I'm pretty sure that I like those words though. Those are funny words. I actually like those words. I silenced the ad. That's true though. I've mentioned before, but to get an actual diagnosis number one, I could get misdiagnosed because of other things going on for sure. But like, if I try to get a diagnosis for certain things, it would cost so much money. So much money. So that would be cool to be like, yeah, I'm actually diagnosed this. And I'll be like, yeah, I probably got some of that tism. It just makes me funnier. Well, not funnier, it makes me more interesting, I feel. You know? I have more shit going on. I feel like I'm at least entertained to watch, you know? That's what Endo literally will stop what he's doing to watch what I'm doing or interact with me and be like, that shit wasn't normal, but it was funny. Huh? I'm existing. What are you talking about, brother man? What the fuck, editor, is that? What is that?
Mounting evidence police collected was far from reassuring. None of it, however, led them to Taylor. Growing desperate, police decided to try talking to Brianna a different way.
What?
Since Brianna's father, Wayne, had been cooperative so far,
I feel bad for the
detectives asked them
dad.
to make a controlled
That
call to
fucking
Brianna
sucks. So
to
dad
see
was
if he
in the
could learn
picture.
anything. It didn't go well.
Yeah, I've been thinking.
How much guilt is on your fucking conscience when something like this happens to your child because your partner is a piece of shit?
Wrong or anything, you know somebody that might have.
Everything I know.
They know everything with your phone.
I mean, even other than that, but they know everything I know.
Okay, what's in your phone? Sometimes, like what would help us?
I need more ice.
Like,
I'm iceless.
Like,
I chewed it or I melted.
So I'm saying, if you tell me that, I can call them. See what I'm saying? I still got to check the number down, check the K number. I can call him and tell him what to look for in your phone.
Well, how am I supposed to know what to look for on my phone?
Yeah, but I thought.
Hey, I don't want to talk about this right now. I'm trying to go to sleep. Like, I don't know what else to tell y'all. Y'all keep calling me and asking me the same questions over and over again. Like, trust me.
Brianna's annoyance raises a host of red flags. What she did next, though,
I mean, if you
stood
were
out
blowing
the
my
most.
phone up or blowing me up, I would get kind of annoyed. I am getting really fucking annoyed at the fruit sticker just on the phone. No. Dude, chewing ice hits sometimes. It's that iron deficiency shit. I think that's really the main reason why I enjoy chewing ice. Is there another, like, reason why you'd like chewing ice? Other than, like, maybe it being a texture thing? Like the cold on your gums feeling good? We are going to learn. Oh, that clocks. There's a name for it. It's called pagophagia. I probably did not pronounce that correctly. Compulsive ice chewing. It is a particular form of pica that is characterized by ingestion of ice, freezer frost, or ice drinks. God, I love ice drinks. It is usually associated with iron deficiency, anemia, check, or mental abnormalities like intellectual disabilities, autism, etc. This is another fucking tism thing? This is another fucking tism thing? It's part of a word. It's part of a word. Guys, this is the word. I read it out loud. It's part of the word. I can say it. This is a learning stream. Is chewing ice an anxiety thing? Maybe also a sign of an emotional issue, but I've done this since I was really little, so I feel like it's probably not because of emotions. Emotions! I feel like it's probably because of the iron deficiency and probably tism, you know? Nah, man. I was just reading. Now, here's the whole thing. I make my teeth. It makes my teeth freeze. I mean, fair. I'm not doing it constantly. It's usually mostly in the summertime, but I'll just randomly crave ice. I don't cave and, like, actually, honestly, I usually suck on it. I don't usually chew on ice because I tell myself it's bad for my teeth because it is bad for your teeth. It's bad for your mouth bones. You really shouldn't chew ice. And if you do chew ice, you should chew very specific types of ice because certain shapes of ice actually do more damage to your teeth. The ice machine that my mom has in the kitchen makes the type of ice that doesn't hurt your teeth. like the shape. Well, it doesn't hurt it as much. Technically, it still can do damage. Like I said, overall, not a great thing to do, but I mean, compared to like eating rocks or dirt, it's still better. But yeah, that's the thing. Go figure. Well, bro, why is it I look up every single quirk and Tism comes back as part of it? This is some bullshit.
Yeah, but
This is bullshit.
I can't believe she hung up on me.
Police had better luck when they recruited two of Brianna's closest friends, Chelsea and
I also like
Doriel,
really
to
cold
also try
liquids,
and
so
make a controlled
ice
call.
makes sense for me. You drink it and then you suck on the ice cubes and or chew on the ice cubes, you know? Yes.
Chief said anything to you today?
No. He called and asked if I needed something from the commissary, but
I love that that's the image they chose for Brianna. Like, out of all the fucking stills they could have taken for her.
Did he go back?
Yeah.
Is your mama gonna come down?
I have no clue.
Oh, heathen. Absolute heathen. Ew.
You miss us already?
I get it. I get it.
Don't miss us?
Again, I attributed a lot of that to either iron deficiency or the fact that my mom always had to have cold drinks. But, you know, the more we know. Depends on what or where. Nah, fam, if that shit is not supposed to be steaming hot, I want it cold. I want it almost slushy temperature. If you drink it within a... Huh? What kind of... How long does it take for you to go through a glass of something? Maybe that's also why I enjoy having ice in things. It kind of forces me to actually drink stuff and not forget about it or let it sit. Because I don't like certain drinks being watered down, so you should drink it. But again, you can like suck on the ice afterwards or chew on it, which is good. Moon is suffering. Moon is suffering. No, I didn't mean to do that.
He was.
Like, ain't no, like, coverage.
No.
No more, like, everything that kind of, like, died down. Like, we, like, super kind of nervous that they just count them in the, like, or people done forgot. Like, basically, they just,
like, why do you have stock imagery, bro?
In the world. And
What? They just gonna forget her?
we need you to say something because, like, that's the
but
only
then it's
thing
gross
I feel
and
like
warm.
that'll bring, like, some
Ew.
light back to her story. Some.
Well, we really just want to know just what's going on. We still, like, you know, we're going to be there for you. And we want to be there so we want to know what's going on for that closure.
I love that they're blanking out that part of the sentence, but it literally is just that child's name.
No, like nobody talks to me. Like the only time I
Forerunners be like, I only have a couple millennia left in my life.
I'm pretty sure
I don't want soda warm, but I don't want a bunch of ice if I'm not finishing it right there.
people coming knocking on the door.
I guess that's kind of valid.
Bro, you know what room this is. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Especially you the CDO too, like you're the the duty person.
Yeah.
I know why you here. Don't act like you just popped up here.
Time would soon reveal that the Navy command had been more on top of things than anyone could have imagined. Brianna's co-workers weren't the only ones who'd been attempting to check up on her.
Your mama come down there because she had told us that. Well, she had told her daddy that she was coming down yesterday.
She been coming since Wednesday.
I was about to say she's been coming there since the day that it happened.
But like she just
I've given up on her. Like I don't know what the hell going on with my mom.
I think you might need to ask her like why y'all stories different. Like why you saying that if she she really was here. Why what that's about? You need to ask her that.
Good, you think I'm gonna get her true after all this?
I don't know, but you don't want to at least want to know why she's saying that?
Like, what is her reason?
I mean, I do, but do y'all really believe she's gonna tell the truth? She hasn't told the truth yet.
I don't know.
That's such a weird thing to lie about, though.
For this, to keep the lie going for so
yeah,
long.
that's such a weird fucking thing to lie about.
I mean, it's too late now. She can't backtrack.
Chelsea and Doriel then asked Brianna about the possibility of there being evidence in the apartment she left when she moved to the house on Ivy Street.
Do you think it's something maybe in the old apartment that they'll find that'll help? Like, figures?
Because if they did, they would have found it. Remember, they done closed out both of them. They've been closed out for 3 3 days, 4 days, almost a week.
Police had, in fact, found shocking
Oh,
evidence
shit.
in Brianna's apartment, specifically the bedroom closet. Brianna had to have guessed what they'd found, but still chose to remain silent on the matter.
So, Brianna,
Mm.
you hadn't thought about, like, her just being out there by herself? You know she's scared
What?
of everything. Like,
What?
You don't think about that?
Girl, I don't want to think about that right now.
I mean, well, I've been thinking about it.
Okay, then don't think about that.
It's cold. That's kind of why I think I can't sleep knowing that it's, and you know how innocent she was. Like, she really cling to the people she know. I think that's why it's eating me up so much.
Hauntingly, Brianna's only response was silence.
If he think it's a good idea, would you be okay talking to detectives again?
Yes.
Yeah. The same ones, or you want some new ones?
Oh, hell no, not that lady.
Okay, bruh, that's what I was gonna ask you, man.
I'm talking to that lady.
Based on Brianna's lack of
No, what the
cooperation
fuck?
and some other concerning evidence that would be addressed
Not that
soon,
woman.
police
I don't like
decided
that
to place her
woman.
under round-the-clock
Huh?
surveillance. It didn't take
Huh?
long for this to pay off.
Yo!
Early on November 11th, just 5 days after Taylor went missing, Brianna was seen donating some of Taylor's belongings. This included stuffed animals, clothes, and even
Oh
some
my
unopened
God,
packages
what?
of toys. Around the same time,
Okay,
the efforts
that's
of all the
fucking
officers
weird.
digging through countless heaps of trash finally paid off. They stumbled upon a box addressed to Brianna, along with certificates from the Navy with her name on
Bro,
them.
what the
this
fuck?
wasn't what they were most interested in, however. Also in the trash were several notes from
Aw.
the daycare center on the Navy base, requesting a change of clothes and a toothbrush for Taylor. In the trash, police also found several art projects, which police assumed had been made by Taylor. One of the projects was a handmade card
Aw.
from Taylor to her mother. Why Brianna didn't
What
want
the
these items,
fuck?
especially when her daughter was missing, was a mystery. There was also still the issue of what
That's
was
just
discovered in
sad,
the closet
bro.
in Brianna's apartment.
That's
to say
just
it was
fucking
disturbing
sad.
would be a massive understatement.
Look
One
at
of
all
the
the
first
shitted-
things investigators noticed was a foul odor emanating from the space. It was impossible to say if
Look
this
at all
was a
the
result of
shitted-
more feces found inside,
so much
or the
shitted.
mysterious stains covering the walls and
Ew.
carpets. It seems a minor effort had been made to control the smell by sprinkling baking soda on the rug.
What the fuck?
Police
They
took
just left the
multiple
baking
DNA
soda
swabs
out.
from the inside of the closet, collecting samples from the walls, floors, and each stain. It would take time to receive
Oh,
DNA
no.
results, so they also conducted a field test to determine if any of the stains were human blood. Dismayingly, while the swabs didn't immediately indicate blood, many of the stains on the walls reacted when sprayed
Oh,
with luminol.
shit.
Fearing the worst, police opted to have a cadaver
Yeah.
dog brought to the apartment. However, the
Now
smell
I
of
fucking
feces
kill
and
you.
trash was so
Jesus
overwhelming
Christ.
that the dog was unable to effectively alert. Police resorted to ripping out
Holy
the carpet from
shit.
the closet and taking it outside. In the fresh air, the dog was much
They had to fucking take the carpet outside. They had to take stuff outside because of how fucking stank ass the inside of that apartment was. That's fucked up. There was so much human feces and absolute just shitted that even the dogs were like, I don't fucking know what's going on in here. I don't fucking know. Aw, that's fucked
more
up.
effective and alerted on the carpet
That
right
is
away,
fucked up.
indicating
That's
that
so
at least
fucked
some
up.
of the stains came from human remains. This wasn't the only area that got a response. When cadaver dogs
Aw.
were brought to Brianna's car, they alerted in no less than 3 areas. The driver's
I
seat,
don't think it was they. I'm thinking that was probably. I'd like to think that I wasn't the fucking adult that was just copping a squat and shitting. That makes me think it was the child, which makes me think severe neglect. Which, if you look at the rest of the inside of the picture shown for that apartment, it is neglect. Like, that's not okay for an animal. It sure as shit is not okay for a child.
rear seats, and trunk. When police took a closer look at the trunk of the car, they noticed that there was an unknown whitish residue on the interior. They also
the
found a
fuck?
broken fingernail and an air freshener jammed into the trunk lid, which likely came from the package found in the Ivy Street house. The vehicle had a pervasive scent of cleaning chemicals. Despite the car wash, they also located some reddish dirt on the underside of the vehicle that matched the soil on the dirt road in Alabama. There was now
shit.
no way to deny it. This was no longer a missing persons case, but rather an investigation into a death. Brianna's mother had feared this outcome all along.
I want your honest opinion on what you think is wrong.
Okay. To be honest, I think she flipped the switch.
What would only make her flip the switch?
She ever had a problem?
I never witnessed it.
Are you aware of it though? What you not? You aware of it? Of her having some problem, even though you're saying you haven't witnessed it. Are you aware that she has one? What makes you think she could?
So I would say just speaking with her dad. He just told me. No, he just said, she gets angry at like the simple things. He just asked her
Jesus Christ, dude.
his girlfriend thank you, and she got so mad that she just blocked him on all social media.
God damn.
Police plan to place Brianna
that was
under
her
arrest
dad,
on November
not the
12th,
child's
following
dad.
a final gruesome discovery.
I like how her
the
parents are
charges
totally
she
open.
faced at
I
this
know,
time were
right?
child neglect and
That's fucked. That is so fucked. Although it is kind of refreshing in a way, in the weirdest, probably saddest way possible, to hear one of the parents of someone who's either done questionable things at the time or was found to have done something horrible to their own kid actually say, yeah, I think she might have been capable of doing that. Because so often you have parents just jump to the absolute defense, I will ride or die with my child, and be totally blind to any abuse that they might have been throwing their child's way or any issues they might have had. So it's kind of refreshing in a weird way, but also a little sad. It's like, wow, okay.
providing false information to law enforcement officials. Her chief was sent to pick her up on base and bring her to the police station for booking. However, no matter what he may have expected,
oh shit, that's why she passed out?
So shocking, it must have shaken him to the core.
I hate watching bad news, stuff like that on the news, and I hate going back and forth with it for everything that's going on. But now they're saying that you're a person of interest now. Open it up. Look.
Aw.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Nerves. And I hate to say that, but everyone's been in a stressful situation. Although you fucking caused it, you killed your child. How did you not? How is it you're nervous? It's got to be the consequences thing. You don't want the consequences of your actions to happen, but you didn't care in the moment when you killed your child. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy to think of it. But, the fact that she's literally vomiting because she's obviously nervous because she was just told that she's, a person of interest and there's a very real possibility that, legal things are going to happen. And she's probably scared to get caught. But, you didn't have any of those feelings or regrets or anything when you were killing your child or actively abusing your child. It's just as bad as, I figured he'd shoot up a school one of these days, but he a homie. Yeah, that was pretty wild. But here's what I say, that's wild. But at least that was from, a friend perspective. If a fucking parent said that, I'd be like, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Did she not realize they were going to find, the signs of fucking abuse and obvious, questionable situations at the fucking house? At the old house? She literally mentions in the phone calls with her friends that they have both of the locations blocked off to investigate. All you would have had to do is open up the door to see how fucked the inside of that fucking property was. It takes 2 seconds to clash those two brain cells together and be like, oh shit, something not good was going on here. Huh? I love how shitted the camera is. Absolute shit. It's the parents likely being aware of the neglect based on the interior of her house alone and not telling anyone or even suggesting to her that having a kid may not be the best idea. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. I don't know if they mentioned how often the parents, actually visited her dwelling, though. Everything that's been mentioned so far, I thought, was her dropping off the child at grandma's house. I don't think that's a good excuse, but at least it's the parents might not have been aware of the state of their living situation. Because I doubt the fucking child was just oh yeah, I shat on the floor 5 times today, grandmama. I feel like that wasn't probably a fucking wasn't a thing. That true, I guess, but I don't know. Benefit of the doubt because you don't know the entire situation. That the vibe that I got was that grandmama never actually saw the inside of the house. There's plenty of situations with grandparents where you just drop the fucking kids off. Like, this reaction, bro, is killing me because you didn't have any of these fucking thoughts or fucking feelings
Brianna,
when...
But the chief could not have possibly predicted how dire the situation was about to become.
Did she fucking poison herself or some shit?
I don't know how exactly they would say something like that.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
You need to go back to your room and lay down and everything.
What the fuck?
Say
Yeah, her breathing got really slow, really fast, and she's leaning back and she's not speaking fully.
You gotta say something.
Yeah, that makes me think possible overdose or some shit.
You need to go to medical. Williams.
Oh shit, yeah, she's like fully slumped back. Yeah, that don't seem fucking normal, doc. Cyanide, bro. There's no goddamn way.
You need to go to medical. You want me to take you to medical?
She definitely doesn't want to go to medical because she said no, and then she's also shaking her head.
There was only so long the chief could wait for a coherent answer before he decided he needed to take action. And it wasn't a moment
that's
too
fucking
soon,
eerie to watch,
because what
dude.
was coming would likely stay with him for the rest of his career, if not his life.
Oh God, what?
Sorry.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What is happening? Banana flavored cyanide.
To the ER. Right.
Oh, it was just blocking out her. Oh shit.
No, Williams.
Yeah,
Williams.
she's limp. She's fucking limp
Williams,
right now.
Talk to me, Williams. Talk to me.
I feel like shaking
Just
her isn't a
minutes
good
later,
idea.
as the pair were
I
en route to
understand the thought
hospital,
process,
the
but
worst
like,
happened.
oh God.
Faint pulse. Faint pulse.
Dude, the camera's so bad. Oh no.
No. Oh my God.
Oh my God. So she's still alive, obviously, but God damn. That's a nightmare situation, bro. What the fuck?
No.
Oh my God.
No, you're not gonna go. No.
Nah. Man said nah, bro. I'm gonna guess the pulse went. Her pulse got even fainter.
You ain't going on me like that.
Oh shit.
Shock.
God damn.
The chief
CPR,
arrived at
right?
the Navy base
Oh,
emergency
okay, maybe
room
not.
just moments after Brianna's massive
Jesus
seizure.
Christ.
and
Yo, that is such a fucking nightmare situation. So if someone seizes next to you, what is your best fucking... I feel like he did probably the best thing you could do. Try to, like, kind of keep them contained to their chair and obviously keep them out of, like, smacking anything close to you because you're trying to drive. But, like, Holy shit, that has to be terrifying. That has to be. Just watching her, like, pass out the way that she did, or, like, become incoherent the way that she did is kind of terrifying to watch. It's like, oh, fuck. She went from being, like, okay to, like, puking to, like, non-responsive real fucking fast. Like, goddamn.
Was still deemed to be in critical condition. There was only so much
I'm
the doctors
betting
could do
that
without
she,
knowing
like,
what was wrong
overdosed
with her.
/ drugged
Brianna
herself.
slipped into a coma and was placed on life support. Her
Because she
condition
knew what was gonna
determined to
happen,
be
maybe?
unstable. While Brianna's fate was up in the air, elsewhere other questions pertaining to the investigation were finally being answered. Police finished downloading the GPS data from
shit.
Brianna's
They're gonna
car.
find her body,
it
aren't
confirmed
they?
what they suspected based on her phone records, showing that she had made 3 back-and-forth trips to the Linden,
Jesus.
Alabama area between October 31st and the very early hours of November 3rd. Police retrieved video of Brianna getting gas along the route she took, though it was impossible to tell if Taylor was in the car with her due to the vehicle's tinted windows. They
shit.
also found evidence that Brianna had stopped at a car wash on November 4th.
Aw.
Security footage from the business didn't
Movie's
show
not
anyone
doing
else
good,
in the car
guys.
with her. Most significantly, the GPS proved that Brianna's mother, Carissa, had been telling the truth.
Huh?
The GPS showed that while Brianna had gotten close to
Yeah,
her mother's
no, if you haven't had
residence,
anything
she
to
had
eat
not
all day,
driven
that's
there.
just stomach
It also
acid
showed that on her final
and
trip to Alabama,
foam.
she'd spent almost 20 minutes on an out-of-the-way
Aw.
dirt road and wasn't far from the
You need
cemetery
to try to
where
sip
Brianna's
water, and then
grandmother
tomorrow
was
you
buried.
need to try to eat
Obviously,
something.
police
like
wanted to know
bread.
why and assembled
Oh,
a
is
search
stream
team
dying? Is stream dying, guys? Because it's showing the bitrate is not doing great. I just caught that. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. During the last 5 minutes of the video. This is some bullshit. Oh, okay. The bitrate looks good again. Okay. I was scared. Not dying? Well, it's not showing as being bad on my end. I refresh things. What the fuck? I'm confused.
Consisting of police, medical professionals, and
Damn.
dogs to go and search
I'm gonna
just Emma
part of
for
that little girl.
themselves. The area was divided into quadrants to be excavated and sifted through. While a cadaver
Aw.
dog searched the area, it didn't take long for the investigators to uncover some tragic results.
God damn
Partially
it.
buried in a shallow grave.
I mean, at least she was
police found
found
a
because
trash
there's
bag wrapped in
a lot
shower
of situations
curtain
like this where
containing a
because of
children's
wildlife
t-shirt
and
covered
other
in
questionable
decomposition
things, people
stains. But it was about to
don't
get
find.
worse. Just yards away, the first bones and bone fragments were
What?
found. Most of the skull was found a short
Oh.
distance away, along with a clump of human hair that might have
Aw.
been Taylor's. The remains had been scattered and seriously damaged by animal
That's
activity.
literally what I was
As a
just talking
result,
about.
Police were only able to recover a small portion of what they suspected to be
fucked
Taylor's
up,
body.
though.
However, they would have to wait on DNA testing to prove it, since the remains were almost completely skeletal.
Editor, are you
Police
okay?
were pretty sure about how the body came to
Skeletal.
be in Alabama, but the only person who could confirm their theory was Brianna, and she remained in critical condition.
Did
A
they
search
figure
of
out what
Brianna's
happened?
quarters on the Navy base led investigators to believe that Brianna had ingested laundry detergent.
Holy
Once
fuck.
they knew what they were treating her for,
Bro, there are so
doctors
many
were
other
able to
ways that
more
you can off
effectively
yourself
intervene
that are just
and
more
save
effective, I
Brianna's
feel.
life. Once she was discharged from the hospital,
The
she
fuck?
was brought back to the police station.
How did
and
you
given
try and kill yourself? I fucking drank detergent. What? You huh?
one
You
more
what?
chance to tell her side.
Excuse
of the story.
me?
Do you drink coffee or anything? You want coffee? Soda? Nothing? Okay.
God damn, bro.
Just like before, Brianna quickly made herself as comfortable as possible and appeared to try to go to sleep. This time, though, she only had to wait about 20 minutes
Nope.
before detectives came in to talk with her.
What?
Brianna. Good morning. I need you to sit up. We're going to go over some paperwork again, okay? Then I'm going to go over the rest of your rights with you, okay? And I want you to just acknowledge that you understand. You do not have to make a statement or say anything. You understand that? I'm going to need a yes or no, okay? Is that a yes? Okay.
The detectives advised Brianna of the rest of her rights.
Yeah, they
once
have
again.
to do that.
Hey Brianna,
She's
did
putting stock on
the nurse assist you?
Aw,
with
shit.
the throat
Not the
issue
urine
that you were talking
remover.
about at the hospital?
A little bit. Does it feel better today? Not complete. Are you normally just quiet all the time, just real low key, don't do a lot of talking? I am too. I'm kind of shy. Can you tell? Can you tell?
First, we need to have a good conversation. So I'm gonna need you to sit up from that thing over there and stop leaning on that wall and talk to me, okay? Look at me. Our investigation has led us to some things in Alabama. Okay?
Like, did she just
And
not?
what we need to do
Again, I
today
get
with
so
you
annoyed,
is
and like she
we need
works
to
in,
talk.
she works for the government, man. This motherfucker couldn't think to like toss the phone, turn that shit off, not have it with her. Like I feel like that's one of the biggest ways that people actually get caught up on this shit. Like, yeah, there's a ton of other evidence when you look at like CCTV and other things depending on the area and the other like circumstances surrounding whatever case you're talking about. But there's like so many motherfuckers that get so caught up on just the fucking cell data. Like, bro, what? Maybe it's because I've watched true crime, but I don't even want to say that because, like, even when I was younger, or maybe it's because I don't know. Well, like, when I was younger, I knew that if anything suspect ever happened, to never bring my phone anywhere. The government will track you. There are records there. Technology is a blessing and a curse. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that people get caught up on it for doing shady shit, but, like, it's also just like, huh? Huh? You just killed your dog. Literally. Huh? Especially considering she had the forethought to, like, well, I'm gonna say, this is a weird mix of, like, she thought about things and didn't think about things. She didn't think to, like, clean her previous apartment at all. I mean, that one room was cleaned, but it still showed evidence of, like, blood or other matter on the walls and stuff. But, like, just the base fucking... not even trying to clean the piles of shitted or anything else is just a weird choice for me. She obviously had the forethought to, like, clean out her fucking car, or at least the areas that probably had the body. I'm assuming that's gonna be the trunk. But, like, how do you have the forethought and the thought process to, like, do that and not do other things? That's where I get fucking confused, bro. I guess because you're probably, if it wasn't, like, super pre-planned, because they have mentioned that she does have, like, some span of anger management issues. If it wasn't like a premeditated thing and it was a spur of the moment, got angry at the child, did something to the child, then I guess like there would be panic or anxiety there probably clouding her thought processes, but it's still weird. And the fact that her previous living situation wasn't great, either she was purposefully neglecting that child or she was not prepared to take care of a child. Like,
About what's going on out there.
I don't know.
Where in
There's just
Alabama
so
are you
many
from?
weird fucking points to this.
Are you from? Is that a yes? You gotta say yes or no to me, okay? I can't have head dialogues and we can't have misunderstanding. Are you from Alabama?
I don't want to talk.
You don't want to talk? Okay.
That's probably the smartest thing that
You're
she
tired,
can
you
say.
don't wanna talk.
Honestly, at this point,
So you
she's
don't wanna talk
basically
to the police
fucked,
at all?
but in almost
With
any
that
circumstance,
anticlimactic end to the
just
interview,
don't talk to the
Brianna
cops.
followed her pattern of behavior throughout the case and went back to sleep. Ultimately, police didn't need Brianna's cooperation in order to answer their remaining questions. 4 days after this failed attempt to speak with Brianna, on November 25th,
Aw.
DNA testing proved the remains
Yeah.
found in the Alabama woods.
It would be
belonged
sadder if
to
it wasn't,
Taylor.
if it was
As a
just some
result,
random other,
Brianna
like,
was
missing
now
persons
facing
case or something.
charges of murder. Due to the poor condition of the remains and the fact that the searchers were only
They
able
weren't
to
able to
recover about
find cause of
10%
death.
of Taylor's skeleton,
God
it was
damn.
impossible to determine a cause
That's
of death.
sad.
However, analysis of her tooth enamel and skull showed evidence of serious malnutrition.
Which
They
again, for
also
me,
couldn't provide
has
an
me
exact time.
questioning, like, was she actively abusing her child intentionally, or was she just very ill-equipped and shouldn't have had a child? Because it's sad, and it's still fucking neglect and abuse. I'm not saying that it's not, but, like, my brain goes two ways with that. It's either you can barely basically care for yourself, and you shouldn't be responsible for making that little girl suffer leading up to her death. Like, some part of you enjoyed that, and that's fucking sick. Both are sick, but that is fucking sick,
Of
though.
death, and we're only able to say that the little girl
And it is
had
kind of
passed
sad,
anywhere from
at least for
several
her grandmother and for the rest of the family. They don't have the closure of even knowing how she died. You know? Like,
weeks to several months ago, between May and November 2019. Given that the rate of decomposition is dependent on the size of the human and environmental factors,
yeah, usually children,
decomposition
it's
can start
also
as early
harder
as 24 hours after death,
It's also
or as
harder
late
to
as
gauge
72
that kind of
hours
stuff
after
because you're
death,
dealing with
in
a
conditions where
smaller
the body isn't exposed
body
to the sun
and you're
and is
exposed
in
to
a
the
climate-controlled
elements. And in
environment.
this type of
It would
area, you
take
got
at
the
least 4
elements, and you
weeks for the
also
body
have
to begin to
animals.
skeletonize. In this particular case, Taylor was a small, malnourished child and covered with a plastic shower curtain. This would slow down the rate of decomposition by locking in moisture moisture and protecting the remains from bugs and direct sunlight. The issue of knowing the rate of decomposition in this case is the variable of animal activity. No indication of animal and placed in the shallow grave shortly after time of death. It could take over 30 days to begin to see skeletonization. It's a very real possibility that the little girl starved to death, locked in a closet by her mother and left to waste away in filth. The reason for the stains on the closet walls would remain a mystery, though, without a determined cause of death. In September 2022, Brianna pled guilty to second-degree murder. Though her attorney repeatedly requested she face a reduced sentence due to her exemplary military record, she was sentenced to life in prison. Though her incarceration will do nothing to bring her daughter back, at least justice for the innocent little girl was served.
So everything I'm seeing, which this doesn't really touch up on it, because I went ahead and did a quick Google search to try to see what was going on. And it seems like... Oh, is my internet dying? Is my internet dying again? Shit and piss and cum, dog. Yo? Oh shit, I think my internet's actually dying. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh god, everything's going red. So I did like a quick search. I don't know if we're even live still, because I was kind of confused. I wanted to see if like there were any actual big how the little girl actually passed away, because I'm morbidly curious about that and it makes me sad. What do you mean it wasn't for hypnotic, you fool? You fool. You absolute buffoon. Oh, look, it's in the green again. We good. We good, maybe. Maybe. Huh? Brianna Shante Williams had a duty to care for her daughter. The judge told her, but she failed to do so as a 5-year-old just wasted away in Jacksonville. And she secretly stowed the child's body in the trunk of her vehicle, buried her in a crude Alabama grave, and falsely reported her disappearance. Calling it a tragedy all around, Circuit Court Judge Kevin Blazes? That's an interesting name. Sentenced William to life in prison Tuesday, almost 6 months after entering a guilty plea to second-degree murder in Taylor Rose Williams' death. The 30-year-old former Navy chief petty officer stood still, hands and feet in manacles, as the judge advised her fate. The prosecution had argued for life in prison. The public defender urged minimum 20 and a half years during last week's sentencing hearing. I failed as a mother, a protector. Brianna Williams awaits sentence in daughter's death. Okay. Blazes told Williams that he had spent the weekend poring over the evidence he heard and it was presented. It included her unstable family life with claims of abuse and records showing Taylor's death was, in all probability, the consequences of starvation. So everything I've looked up online... Oh, shit. No, don't do it. Don't die. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not showing he's dying on my end. It was dying. The fuck? Everything that I'm seeing online, everyone's speculating and basically assuming that because of the levels of malnutrition from what they were able to pull from bone data, that she basically starved to death, or starved mostly to death, and then maybe final blow situation. She had guns, so because of the splatter in that room, that makes me think that maybe it was a gunshot. But then again, I don't know if they canvassed the area and asked if anyone in the neighborhood where the first apartment was heard gunshots. But then again, Alabama, so like, I don't know if gunshots would be like a really weird thing to hear in most neighborhoods, because Alabama, you know, Southerners do like their guns. Let's see. Williams, November 6, 2019, claimed that Taylor was missing. From a huge search, we know about that. Yeah, we know this. Williams was absentee booked that day while hospitalized due to an attempt to kill herself. When she learned her body had been found, police said her arrest warrant stated she did willfully torture, maliciously punish, or willfully cage a child. New details in the case were released in court records just over a year ago. A 22-page list of witness interviews and thousands of photos of used knockways. The fucking cops did their fucking jobs on this one. That was fucking horrible. This weekend was too fast, bro. Facts. Although she was initially charged with child neglect and abuse, she pleaded guilty to second-degree murder this spring. That resulted in a 3-day sentencing hearing last week, plus 100 plus pieces of evidence referred and testimony from multiple people that knew her. Detectives talked about finding the children's clothing and a bedroom carpet stained with feces at their apartment, her car reeking of decomposition, and the home on Ivy Street that did not look like a child was living there. There's the records. Neighbors testified about smelling something bad coming from the young woman's storage closet, and the child often spotted wandering unattended. We know that. A psychologist described his evaluations of Williams being anxious and depressed, certainly showing some schizophrenia and mood disorders. She said she didn't know what to do when she couldn't find Taylor one day and discovered her cold and unresponsive in a closet. Oh, yeah. She wanted to bury her next to her. Yeah. She fucking starved that kid either to death or... the only reason why I'm not saying to death is because there was so much splatter in that fucking closet. That makes me think that something had to have happened to obviously cause that splatter, and starvation wouldn't do that. So I feel like it was starvation. Maybe she was like unresponsive or borderline unresponsive, and the mom decided she just put her out of her misery. Like, I hate to say it like that, but that's usually what's usually taken is like, oh, well, the person was mentally ill, they saw their child was suffering, they wanted to end their suffering. Like, I hate that, but that's the vibe that it kind of gives. Then Williams quietly told the judge she was too scared, nervous to read her final statement to him on Friday, so a member of the public defender's office did. In it, Williams said she knows what she did was wrong, admitted that she lied and lied some more about what happened. I failed as a mother, a protector, and as a decent human being, the statement read, and I didn't take advantage of any timely opportunity to right my wrongs. I apologize to everyone affected by this tragedy. I am punished every day since losing my baby. I also kind of hate that sentence, I'm punished every day since losing my baby. You starved your child, made her stand and be in the shitted closet, and eventually killed her. We don't know how, but she fucking died. You know? The fuck? Yo, I don't know why my internet is cutting now, but whatever. Oh yeah, this is bad. She sure tries to look tidy in public for someone who lives... Yeah. This has a bunch of, like, actual... It's got links to other things with evidence and stuff. I'm not... Because I'm scared that they're not uncensored, I'm not going to click on them. Because honestly, I'm fine with that. I will say this is definitely one of those instances where it seems like the cops really did their fucking job. There's not a lot of times where I'm like, yo, cops, big fucking props, but like they seem to really do with all the evidence that's been shown and talked about throughout this entire thing. It feels like they really did fucking question everyone surrounding things. They immediately set up a perimeter. They immediately they were digging through garbage looking for anything, like, for days. That is some kind of fucking dedication. And honestly, part of it is probably because it was a fucking 5-year-old. Like, how many of those cops were parents or had, you know, what the fuck? How many cops there were parents or, let me do that. How many cops there were, like, parents or had young relatives and stuff that were just like, oh my god, I'd be losing my mind if my fucking, you know, if my daughter was missing or, you know, niece or nephew was missing like that. I would end people. There's the link to the article that I was just looking at in case anyone's curious. Although you could literally just search up the little girl's name or even the mother and you will find a plethora of information online. It looks like there's a lot of evidence in this case. There's a lot of public evidence and a lot of public stuff, so yeah. That's not always the case when a child's involved for like obvious reasons, but that was an interesting one. Stream is dying. Well, I guess that's true. But I'm used to seeing so many shitted examples of cops in these. Like, how many fucking true crime fucking cases have we seen where they don't do basic shit like question the people in the surrounding area? Like, just ask basic questions. The bar is so low from watching so many of these true crime things that, like, when the cops do their job, I'm just like, Let's fucking go! This is a win. This is a fucking win for the people. Like, and considering this was in 2 different states, you had cops in Alabama and you had cops in Florida, and like CPS was involved and other branches were involved. I don't know. It's kind of nice to see all of the cogs actually kind of function and stuff to be found within like 5 to 10 days. You know? What the hell, zombie? No, stop it. Don't do that. Unless you want to do that, and then do that. Where is... There we go. Yeah. I was originally going to look at other stuff, but it's already 11. Moon has been getting sick in the background, and I kind of want to let Moon kind of chill and not have to deal with me being loud and annoying. Just has been nice, though. It's a nice little true crime moment. I got to talk to you guys, and I got to, I love this meme. I got to talk to you guys. I got to eat some food. I got to kind of chill. I'm not feeling as bad, although I'm still very tired and slightly sore. I'm tempted to maybe hop in the shower again and just kind of like disassociate for a while. Oh shit. They have that going on, and then they also have specifically in the detectives department, they have to be balding or already bald. This is a requirement. I have a few other like true crime stuff. Like true crime videos already pre-downloaded. I have like 4 body cam videos pre-downloaded to watch at random points just because they looked interesting. Like I said, I wasn't sure what else we were possibly doing tonight, so I was like, well, fuck it. Fuck, we'll do it. We have so many games to play, though. I have so many fucking games to play, and I don't have enough time, which makes me sad. I want to play more Cult of the Lamb, because it's just fun, although that'll be more zoning out stream time. I feel like it's not going to be a lot of commentary for me. It's just going to be a lot of tomfoolery and watching me die a bunch of times and mess around with stuff. I want to play through Detroit Become Human at least a couple more times. Endo's going to walk me through some stuff, though, because he wanted to get specific endings and see my reaction and stuff. Because there's a ridiculous amount of endings for that game. I want to try to play content warning at some point with people, although I don't know how feasible that'll be with my schedule. There's Tomb Raider 1 to 3 to play. I might try to stream System Shock. I'm really going to game if, no, but I really don't. So I was like, true crime. I do want to play Fortnite as well because I'm trying to grind, so yeah. And then there's Parasocial and a few other games that I wanted to play already. There's so much shit, dog. There's so much. I am going to end the stream. Probably turn off my PC for a few moments, stretch my legs, give Moon a break from me for like a little bit. Check in with family members, get rid of the dishes on my desk, or put the food away at least because I have food still. Yeah, I've noticed we're dying. This is beautiful. I'm ending the stream, so I'm not... Yay! And then I might hop back on, depending on how I'm feeling, later tonight. Probably way later tonight. Late gamer hours. And play some Fortnite with Endo, possibly, because Endo's always up playing Fortnite. Or I might attempt to hop on Rust and mess around. That may or may not also be stream stuff. I have a few games that I'm not sure would be good for streaming. I have Rust and Viscera Cleanup Detail. I don't know if that'll be a good game for stream. I kind of wanted to like play a little bit off stream to kind of get the feel of the game and get everything set up and all that kind of stuff. And then maybe do a stream as like a test for those games. I don't know. I haven't decided. Tomorrow's very much just going to go by how I'm feeling. I am going to try to push myself to stream at least once. I do feel bad that I haven't been streaming as often lately, but honestly, it's been a mix of my own mental health and other situations at home. This is a hobby, and whilst I want to try to stay kind of active with it, there are going to be times where I'm not going to be active because life kind of dictates that. It sucks, but it is what it is. And here's the thing: if I'm not active on my Twitch account, for the times that I am less active, I'm definitely active on the Discord for like chatting and even screen sharing like gameplay off stream and shows and that kind of thing. So that's always a thing that's going on, whether or not Twitch is even here. Let's say someone Thanos snaps Twitch out of existence, I'm still gonna exist on Discord. And I'm still going to exist to a small degree on Twitter. So I should be done with maintenance. That's why this is killing me. I don't know what they did, but goddamn. Goddamn. And the bill is not due. I'm actually going to be paying the Spectrum bill kind of early on the 24th, but I just kind of want to get it done and out of the way. I get anxious if I don't like waiting until bills are like due. I like doing stuff before time if I can, because it makes me happy, you know? I'm not worried like, oh, this payment might not go through. No. Just shit getting paid, dog. I am a somewhat responsible adult sometimes, and bills are one of those things that just give me anxiety. They're like, give me the statement, I'll pay. The fuck? I'm gonna be a borderline broke boy again, but we're getting there. We're gonna rebuild everything back up better than before. I'm gonna be saving up for a VR headset, and I think I should still have enough time as long as that happens. Knock on wood. No appliances break, nothing bad happens in terms of all that. If no emergencies happen, I should have just enough, or I should have enough for a VR headset by the end of August at least, which was my original goal at the start of this year, was to have a VR headset by the end of August, because I would like to play around with VR in general. Could be kind of fun. Hey, I love seeing stream dial away, possibly take a shower. That's for stream stuff, for throwing things at me, and also my model here. My current form, tweaking that maybe a little bit. But I also kind of want to play Fortnite, so it'll be down to mood and what I'm going to do. It'll also be down to Moon, because I don't really want to annoy Moon too much more than I already have. It's kind of late. And they're not feeling good, which makes me sad. I wish I could take away the vomit. I wish I could make them feel better, but I can't. I don't have that power. That is going to be that, though. This has been nice. There we go. I was listening to fucking meme music. That has been that. If we're still live, I'm just cutting the stream right now. Again, I don't know why the internet's like fucking why. I just want to end the stream nicely. I just want to end the stream nicely, brother man. But yeah, I'll go ahead and post on Twitter or Twitter/Discord, probably Discord over Twitter, but I try to post them on both things just so people see them, because I know that not everyone that watches my content is on Twitter and vice versa. I'm gonna go ahead and post sometime tomorrow morning probably what the game plan is for streaming. I'm probably, if I'm feeling good, gonna attempt a midday stream and then an evening stream. I do not have to make dinner tomorrow, so long as like my mom isn't super out of it or other things don't happen. So I should be okay with streaming multiple times tomorrow with like no consequences, as long as my internet isn't dying. Oh my fucking god. And I'll let you guys know what we're doing, because there's a bunch of options. Could play more, could try to replay Detroit Become if Endo has the game plan for that. Could play more Call of the Lamb. Could attempt to play Tomb Raider. I have a bunch of options, so we'll see what happens. But something will probably happen, at least by the evening. I want at least one stream to happen tomorrow. I'm kind of going a little bit by feeling because of how out of it I've been lately, to kind of like ease myself back into trying to stream a little more regularly. Oh, yeah. Hey, someone's playing Fallout 76. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. This has been nice. I hope you guys have a good evening. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for being here. It means a ton to me. I'm not going to raid out because the internet is being shitty, and it looks like there's 3 of y'all here that have stuck around to this point. So I'm not going to raid out. I'm going to bow out peacefully. I'm also turning off my PC, so I kind of hate raiding and leaving. Yeah. Till next stream, friends. Goodbye.